Bring it right back to me, baby. No, we've been here before. Give me the real this time, no cap.
The Lord is inconceivable. The love that he shows is unconditional. Come on, y'all. Y'all know the song. The power of the Lord is unbeatable. Y'all know the song. Great is the God we serve. Y'all know that song. God is great. Hey, who know Ricky Dillon? And greatly to be praised. Okay, who know Ricky Dillon? Gay ass honey. Y'all know he the original Silent Sissy of the P when you heard it here first. What's good, y'all? Happy Sunday morning to all of y'all. We here, bitch. What is happening to everybody? I understand we in the annex, child. So I don't know who gonna be here. Cause y'all know this the annex. But we gonna see who come. And do what it is that we do, and we're gonna do it well. God is great. Y'all know y'all gotta use diction. What's good, y'all? What's good? Listen, I put the word out, and I've been putting the word out since I decided to do this for the past 2 weeks. So I'm or week and a half. Don't give me the line because it is a Sunday. Week and a half. So who come, they come. Who don't, oh well. They just gonna put in the replay and they'll be upset about it until next week. And then they'll get over it. But good morning, y'all. Y'all know I get started at the 10-minute mark, even around here saying good morning. Please make sure to like up the live as y'all into that will help out a lot. Y'all liking up the live. Okay, because liking up the live, it helps me in the algorithm. All right, that's what's going to continue to push out tell people that I'm on live. See, the more y'all like it up, the more notifications get sent out that I'm live. All right, the impressions is a big deal. Shout out to Phil for becoming a GAG crew member. Shout out to you, Phil, for becoming a GAG crew member. I totally appreciate you, Phil. Anybody else like to be a member? feel free. The PayPal as well as the Cash App is available. Shout out to Miss hold on, where you at, girl? Uh hold on, I gotta go to the thing. Um Miss Vanessa, shout out to you, Miss Vanessa, for your PayPal friend. I totally appreciate your PayPal love. Thank you for being a supporter of the channel, and I do appreciate you. And also thank God. Thank you to Tina. Shout out to you, Tina, for your Cash App for the live last night. Thank you so much, babe. I'm actually happy that you guys enjoyed the laugh from last night because again, I was not looking forward to. I'm still not looking forward to this season because some bullshit gonna happen down the line. It is. But I do appreciate all of y'all that showed up and showed out last night. It was a lot of y'all. It was like 500 of y'all in the chat, and that's back to what it used to be in season 3. When I was reviewing, when I first started doing my lab reviews back in season 3, I was getting 500-600 in the chat before folks started getting upset at a damn opinion, and then it was BS. So last night, it really did take me back to season 3, episode 1, because that's when everybody came and everybody just came to laugh, cackle, and kiki. Didn't nobody get too serious. Didn't nobody take it too seriously. Didn't nobody do nothing. They was just here to cackle and kiki. Even the ones that like mellow, mellow. I mean, they won't too kikied about the roast and the jokes, but it won't all that. You know what I mean? So, I thoroughly appreciate all of y'all that came around here last night and had a good time because it's really what we're here to do. We're here to have a good time, have fun, roast and Jones and gag these people, all roast and Jones and gag all because that's what we do here. And I appreciate all of y'all that's there for just that. Y'all not taking this shit seriously. Y'all don't know none of them bitches. None of them. None of them. Y'all don't know none of them. Ain't none of them paying your bills. Ain't none of them fucking y'all. Ain't none of feeding, funding, or fucking y'all. None of them is doing the important 3 Fs. So I totally appreciate everybody that knows that and that's just here for the content, for the gags, the laughs, the hilarity, some seriousness, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, but mostly gags, roast and gags is all it is. All right. So I appreciate all of y'all that understands the difference and knows the difference. Those are the people that I like around me. It ain't gotta be all that extra yada yada. Um, Good morning, Lady B. Good morning, all of y'all. Shout out to all of y'all. What's good, everybody? What's good, everything, Lola? What's good, Boo? What's good, Candy? What's good, La Queen? Symmetry? What's good, Catherine? What's good to all y'all? Universal, Goddess, Tracy, Loving Me, 75. What's good, y'all? Gail? What's good, Shania? What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's good, Feisty? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up to all of y'all? What's up? Child, that warning came. That was the first warning I got way back in December. It just dropped from a strike to a warning. I'm assuming it's just gonna stay on that until the day actually ends, and then all of that is gonna be over with. But yeah, that's what that was for. I see that's why I got confused by it. I said, well, y'all took it off a strike, and it should have never been no punk ass strike in the beginning. But y'all took it off. I appreciate that. But why is it still a warning? But when I clicked on it, that's still from way back in December when all of this first happened. So I mean, I don't know, but I ain't here to tell y'all all my business. Just know that. What caused the strike? Because some hoes got upset because I interviewed Lexi around here, well, not here, but on my main channel. Some hoes got upset and tried to holler bullying and harassment and all of the rest of this stuff. And I don't know. I guess they felt like Lexi was up there bullying the Fletchers, but now all of a sudden, because they mad at Nell, now they believe everything that Lexi done said and so on and some such from said interview that them hoes was upset about in the beginning. I told y'all it's funny. The minute they get mad with them, Then everybody want to believe and jump on the bandwagon. Like, I don't understand it. I had to go through all of that, and now that y'all got hot with Nell, now y'all believe it. Now, and then they're going back to watch the damn interview because I'm getting more numbers on it. More numbers, more likes, because people done went back and rewatched because they done got pissed with Nell. And and which I appreciate, Nell. Thank you for allowing the people to get pissed at you, sis, because they done went back and referenced that video. And I'm getting more ad revenue off that video. So I appreciate it. So I do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Alexis, for your Cash App love. Mwah. Okay, period for the Taz and offering. I wish I could highlight it. Period for the tithes and offering because it is Sunday. So I totally appreciate you for your tithes and offering down to the annex building. Anyway, because that's where we at. This ain't even the main sanctuary. Um, yeah, Candy, pretty much. I'm new to YouTube and don't want no strike and don't want no smoke when I do my recap tonight. Nah, Symmetry is more than 11 likes. I see 46 likes. You might get a refresh, boo, but I see 46. I could be wrong. Strike someone page is low down, especially the way they be bullying people. I agree. Well, listen, I tell you this much, Candy Love. If you getting up here and you ain't and you don't really fool with mellow like that, oh baby, be prepared. Now see me, I don't give a damn because I got a nice strong back. You understand me? I've been dealing with them since season 3. So I whatever. But y'all know how that goes, honey. I'm trying to see if it's some more people that's gonna come up in here. It's 59. What's good, Tammy? And we're still cooked. I'm we. I'm only discussing what they show us from 8 to 9. Nothing else. I don't got time for all that. Oh, you don't care like that? Oh, okay. Listen. What I said still goes, love. All right. Just know if you give Mellow any type of criticism, all right, just know you gonna get flooded. All right. And it don't matter if you say you don't like her nail polish because you don't prefer fire red engine nail polish. You prefer classy base white tips. You gonna get flooded all in the comments, and it's gonna be a whole bunch of. I'm just letting you know now, friend. But whatever. If you got a nice strong back like I do, you'll be all right. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Who is this? Yes, okay. Thank you, Brandy. Thank you for your cash. Brandy, where the hell you been? Shout out to Brandy. I remember Brandy way back when I first did my YouTube. Because Brandy used to always be in my comments on my marching band reviews. Shout out to you, Brandy. I have not seen you and Lord knows how long, friend. But I appreciate you for being here, sis. Okay. You better drop through with a nasty piece of cash app because I ain't seen you and I don't know how long, friend. Glad to see you safe and you alive and you amongst the land of lit. See, don't you think it's strange that the first and last name of the security guards was listed on the show? It was, because normally security guards. Speaking of which, I can go on ahead and get started because I think who all gonna come is gonna come, or at least for right now. So I'm about to go on ahead. I'm gonna drop the link and I'm gonna allow I'm gonna allow 5 people because I'm the sixth. I'm gonna allow 5 people to come up here. Do not be up here long, y'all. Just come up here, give what y'all want to give, say what it is that y'all want to say before y'all TED, and get the hell on. All right. So then I can allow 5 more people to come up and they could give their opinions. Like I was just gonna go down what happened in the episode, but I'm not even gonna do that. I'm gonna allow y'all to come up here and basically just give the show. All right, say what it is that y'all want to say, and when you say it for you Ted, get off. That's how that goes. And then I could bring somebody else on, and then they could say it before they Ted, and they gonna get the hell off. And that's how that's gonna go. All right, because I want to give as many people as I can the chance to say what they want to say. Not if they paid for it by the show, it's not strange. Well, are they paid for it by the show? Or are they paid for it by Mellow Mellow? I don't know. Y'all can argue about that amongst yourselves when I drop this link. And I'm gonna leave my overlay on in case people want to bless the stuff for me. It's appreciated. There go the link. I done dropped it. So like I say, the first 5 people, because I'm the sixth. So we can have some type of order. And all right, Catherine. You ain't got to be up here, sir. Be respectful to everybody. All right. I don't care. I told y'all. This is millimeters on down. If they up here, let them say what they got to say for their TED. It ain't got to be all that. All opinions is welcome. Who back here? Well,
Good morning, T.
I dropped the link, so y'all come on up. What's good, friend?
Happy Cinco de Mayo to everyone.
Oh, yeah, it is Cinco de Mayo today. Where I been?
I don't drink, but happy Cinco de Mayo to y'all.
Child, I do.
I don't drink, but I'm not going to take much of the time. I'm going to say my little 1, 2 and get off.
Okay.
So all I really wanted to say is first and foremost, I get that people are tired of seeing the Mel and Martell saga because I am too. You know,
Mm-hmm.
this shit is like 5 years old to still be going on is crazy. But
Mm-hmm.
I also understand that it is reality. And right now, we all seen the mugshot. So we know he was arrested. So it's going to get talked about now, unfortunately. So moving past that, it is dead. Move right along. I don't like that. It seems like a lot of the scenes now are forced.
And which scenes in particular do you think are for?
Every scene that happened last night. I don't know, maybe it's the first episode. The conversation between Mel and her brother, you can tell he already knew.
Right, I can agree.
The conversation between Carlos and Mel seemed a little off. The FaceTiming.
Okay, I can agree with that too.
When it came to Nell and Stormy, you can tell they don't talk outside of the show, and they just needed a scene together to talk about all the other drama, I guess.
I agree with that too. I said that.
When Tisha and Destiny came on, it wasn't giving genuine friendship like you guys don't hang out outside of the show. It's given the cameras are coming back on. You're on this season. Come and let's start hanging out because we need to promote the show. That's what it gave to me. Not saying they're not real friends, but it wasn't a real chemistry there.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it's just, again, like maybe the first episode, they're getting back into the foot of things, but it was given very forced. I like the storylines that's coming on. I'm really intrigued with the Destiny and the ex and the producer. I'm intrigued by the lady who's coming in, Latricia, whatever her name is, and the Martell thing. She kind of give me mannish with the voice, and the face is very strongish. But I want to see different storylines, but it's just like the friendships is given real like forced. It's no real chemistry with some of them on the show. Like when Kimmy, Letitia, and Melody are together, you can tell that there's something there. There was a bond there before. And it's like still like somewhat of a sisterhood, even though they don't really all hang out like that. But you could tell there's like a genuine relationship was built before.
Mm-hmm.
And then even with Marceau and fucking Melody, even they get better chemistry on TV. Like you could tell. I don't know. I'm just like, okay. And one last thing, and I'm off.
Okay,
For
baby.
all the people who don't think that Martell is manipulative, let's go back to the Tasha K interview, how he insisted that's all he sent in that text message. And now he's again
Uh-huh.
admitting to the screenshots.
And the picture. He said he sent
And
the
the
picture
picture,
too.
yes. He always said the screenshot, but he didn't say he screenshotted the picture. He showed the screenshot a little message he sent talking about bullying stuff, but he never said the picture was a part of it. Now he's saying it. It's okay to dislike the woman. You don't like her personality, you don't like her voice, but let's call a spade now. What
Mm-hmm.
woman would want someone to do something like that to them, regardless if you have kids with that person or not, and be okay with it? And to say that she's using it for a storyline, she didn't force him to send the pictures. She didn't force Arion to admit that she had the tape and she was so-called supposed to do something for Martell with that tape. She
Mm-hmm.
didn't do that. These are things that's really happening. It's
Mm-hmm.
sad, but it's true.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all I have to say. Love y'all. Enjoy y'all Sunday. I will be in the bottom chat chatting it up.
All right, boo. Thank you for coming.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye, baby. Lord have mercy. Look who done made her way up here, honey.
Baby, I done told you didn't I tell you last night I don't want no mess out of you?
What I did?
You do everything. That's what you be doing. And I said I wasn't gonna come up here, but I had to.
I had to start. I had to tell you last night.
What I do?
I ain't want no mess
Hey,
out of you. No, listen, you was good last night on Twitter, but you know it was only episode 1. I had to let you know for the season.
I'm about to say what I did, y'all. I thought I was pretty good last night.
No, listen.
you
I
was
mean,
really
listen.
good, especially when you cracked on Mammy Marlboro ass. Oh, especially in her eyes. I was hollering. I was in my room gagging, baby.
I just want to say this because I know you're gonna be doing these panels on Sunday, and I just want to let everybody know. Listen, don't let these people upset y'all nerves this season for real. Cause
Right.
see, when I do my reviews, in order for me to make it through the season, cause I'm gonna give y'all a review, in order for me to make it through the whole season, cause I usually end up quitting on y'all, cause it's too much foolishness.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want y'all to let these people upset y'all like I seen people upset last night. Now I was upset with Menthol Moral. I ain't gonna even lie, but outside of Menthol Moral, y'all let these people upset y'all every season with defending old Baltimore. And the thing is, at this point, none of us should be surprised
Mm-hmm.
that they are
I'm over them
defending him.
hoes.
What we're gonna be surprised about is when they actually do the right thing and move with integrity.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I'm gonna be surprised. I'm not gonna be surprised about them doing that. Oh, but Menthol Moral, you old regular bastard, you.
Oh,
You need to be worried about that crotch goblin that you
oh,
push from between your stinking orifices. Because
oh.
them probably smell like Cools and Virginia Slims and GPCs too. You are the epitome of a ridiculous mama. Ma'am, I
Wait,
don't even want to
wait.
call you ma'am.
Nolan,
Don't you
Nolan.
sit up here and justify your son talking about what she need to get and what she need to grab. Because I'm going to tell you with your old school stuff, what you didn't grab, and that was a switch or a belt. You are your son's problem. Matter of fact, you are part of the biggest problem. I hate you raggedy ass mamas who feel like ain't nothing your precious son can do is wrong. Your son threatened that woman. Oh, baby, I went back in my messages, thank God for ranting with Ricardo. 88 weeks. If you don't believe me, 88 weeks, I went back in my messages where Melody responded to him, and I accidentally deleted the one where he put it out. So that's why we want to talk about
I can't
coleslaw and
breathe.
what she said, and I'm not respecting the blogger who put out the conversation with coleslaw. I'm not disrespecting her, but let's be clear. When they was having that war back and forth, when Melody had time, I guess God had told her to go that day on IG because she was going and he was going. He threatened her then, ma'am. He threatened her
Mm-hmm.
then to
Mm-hmm.
put out the RP.
That's true.
Yep.
That ain't what
That's true.
she did. That's what your raggedy son did. And let me tell you something. Stop talking about because he their father. Because goddamn it, she their mama. So you didn't
Mm-hmm.
give a damn about your children seeing their mama on her knees bobbing and weaving while you was
Oh,
gonna lie
No,
and say it was somebody else. But
Nola, leave me a
nigga,
piece of
we weren't done with that.
Marlene.
girl,
She already
I
ain't
can't.
got no
I don't even
edges.
want a
It
piece
ain't
no
like
more.
I'm taking them away from her.
Save me some gristle. I want a
I
piece of
can't
her too.
stand. I cannot stand you
Oh,
raggedy
here
bum
comes
mamas
Jeremy. It's
like
about
that.
to be a
Don't do that.
Oh,
reunification.
I can't
child.
stand you
Jeremy up
raggedy
here,
bum
girl.
mamas like that. And now let me tell you another thing.
Oh,
Oh
Why
Lord.
you
shit.
sitting up here talking about you entitled to your opinion, but opinions are like assholes. Everybody
Everybody
got
got
one.
one.
Understand this. Y'all mad with that lady because she
And
left
everybody don't
and
wipe
this,
there.
that, and the third. But let me tell you something now. You was raised by your grandma who back in the day stayed with your ragged ass grandpa because she didn't have options. Women didn't have options. These days we have options and we ain't taking that shit. And you want to sit around here talking about what you do, what you wouldn't do. We know what you wouldn't do, and that's leave the nutcracker because he cheated on your ass too. Now shut the hell up.
Not
Didn't
the
he cheat on
nutcracker.
her with a crack rock and a pipe? And I'm just saying. Oh, I'm a hush. Too feisty. Go ahead, cause I can't even go after that.
Marlene, I need you to put the wine cooler down and hear me out for a few minutes.
Not the
Oh,
wine pages.
You owe the
Mm.
entire
he about to
community
go
of
on camera
Huntsville an
now.
apology. The entire community of Huntsville an apology. Because you raised that sorry ass boy. Instead of leaving him at his grandmama house while you was out twerking at the juke joint, you should have took your ass home and taught him something. Taught him some
Baby.
respect for himself. Taught the nigga how to read. Taught the nigga how to write. Taught the nigga how to wash his clothes. Taught the nigga how to be a man. And you ain't do shit, so now he ain't shit.
That's what I was waiting on, T.
And now, instead of you stepping up as a grandmother and doing what you should have did decades ago, you want to blame the ex-wife. I don't care what nobody say. If Mel got to explain to her children why she had their daddy's penis in her mouth, then Martell should have to explain to the judge why he threatened her with RP.
Thank you.
I agree.
Everybody that feels differently, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know
I
what
do.
to tell
Kiss
you
my
because
tie ass.
the one question I have yet to hear for all the we got to protect black men brigade, the one question I have yet to hear anybody ask was, Martell, why in the hell would you send Melody that message? Why in the hell would you send her a screenshot of that video? Why would you threaten her like that? Y'all too busy asking Mel why would she get him locked up? I didn't get him locked up. Took the
He
shit
got
to the
himself
state
locked up.
attorneys and they said the nigga need to be in jail.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all act like he ain't commit a crime. Truth be told, if this was in Africa, they would have ran Martell's ass out the village.
Joe
Mm-hmm.
Letter.
Protect him for what?
I got 5 on the ticket for him to be ran out the village.
Me too.
They Martell don't offer shit but dick and bubblegum, and he damn near don't have bubblegum most of the time.
Girl,
No,
what
he don't
bubble
have.
gum?
No, he got that
He got
raggedy tied
leftover
ass iron ass wine
13.5
that
because ain't nobody
California spelled
drinking it.
wrong. That's what he got to
I
offer.
just can't get over these women that want to get upset. But you know what? It's not even a Huntsville thing. It's not even a Mill and Martell thing. We we just have a bad. We ain't go as a community. We are not going to find salvation until we stop blindly supporting the men who offer nothing to our communities. And
I
it
agree.
drives me crazy that we uphold these heterosexual men that offer shit. And then we give excuses for their behaviors instead of teaching them to be better and requiring them to be better.
Speak on it.
I agree.
It is so annoying. Everybody who went up on that episode last night talking about the situation with Martell had a vagina.
Mm-hmm.
And then we don't figure out how we participate in this patriarchal system that does nothing but demean and not serve us anything. So helping Martell does what? Martell don't even want to help himself. Like
Exactly.
I love putting black men in jail. I do. I love putting criminals where they belong. Okay, I
Mm-hmm.
do.
Mm-hmm.
Stop breaking laws. Stop. But this whole thing of we don't need to hold you responsible for your actions does nothing. And
I
truth be
agree.
told, had somebody have held Martell responsible for his actions as a child, maybe he wouldn't grow up to think that he ain't responsible for shit that he do.
I
That
agree.
nigga's an
I
entitled
agree.
honky.
And this is and I'm for real. Why the people, the women in the audience, and I really want to know why y'all wasn't this mad when Denture Grip, aka T Hubby, aka Marceau, was about to
Oh,
put. Remember when he was gonna get that restraining order on Martell when
Put
Martell went
put
off on him?
paperwork on his ass. Put paperwork right up
He put
on
the
him.
paperwork on Martell. I didn't see nothing wrong. I didn't see none of you cackling hens, none of you women out there with the bird flu, because it ain't all of us, but a lot of y'all got bird flu. It's a
Ain't
whole
nobody
nother,
had no special
whole nother
meeting,
thing going on. We didn't see none of that.
mm-mm.
no
But
special
when
filming,
he does to
Mm-mm.
them
asking why they
children,
did this.
mama, it's a problem. I'm really confused about that.
I just don't agree with black men. The jail system and black men. And y'all don't agree now. When he's harming a woman, y'all don't agree. But when he's harming a man, Marcel, you gotta do what you gotta do.
That's because Nell was getting her ass beat too. Let's just keep it honest. I said what the fuck I said. Just like Sherelle probably getting her ass beat up on Sherelle's world. I said it too.
Oh, allegedly. Oh, oh,
Allegedly, bro.
allegedly.
Allegedly,
God,
allegedly,
allegedly.
allegedly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I,
Allegedly.
I might have to drop
Listen,
a
I
bar.
don't have no more pearls. Kendrick took them all. Just say OVO,
Okay.
OVO. That's
OV
fair.
ho.
Oh, we
Fair.
ho.
Well, speaking of Kendrick and Pearls, my good bro Jeremy is up here. Who, by the way, is
I had to
reviewing the
pause his
show again.
review.
Dear
I had
God.
to pause
So
his review to come
You know,
over here.
Yep, I did
I have
too.
to watch the new one because I was in the one yesterday and my God, I was gagged. The faces Jeremy
It
was
be
making.
Jeremy's face. Oh my God, it do be his faces.
Hollering.
Jeremy be gagged.
Jeremy, you be
Jeremy
having
be
me on
gagged.
my neck.
well, this gonna be interesting to hear what my bro got to say about it. So
Come on,
what's good,
Jeremy. I'm
Jeremy?
about to mute.
Oh well, I'm not. I'm not. Well, I just wanted to say today is the day that the Lord hath made,
Hallelujah.
so I will rejoice and be glad in it.
And go off.
Amen.
I woke up.
Amen.
I woke up today and I took a breath and I said, "Amen." And
Okay.
then I watched the episode and I was like, I have a lot of things that I had to say, but I'm gonna say most of it. I really just wanted to come up on here and like talk to T for a second because
Well, look.
I wanted to ask like, what was you thinking when you saw this episode?
You ain't watched the
First and
review?
foremost, what I will say is for me, I did feel like it was a whole lot of male and tail at the very beginning. And all of that is all cute and dandy because I do get it because of the situation that happened. But what really took me back though was what I gotta be honest, it was Mammy Wildlife. Like I'm
Who
sorry.
is that?
And it took me back because and it, yes, to the people that asked me in my comments, yes, I have been sparing Mama Merlene for a few seasons now.
You
I
have.
have.
Come in.
But I couldn't do it last night because it's like, even with all of this bullshit that your son got going on, even with all of this mud and dirt that he's putting on the Halt name that he feels is way better than than the Rogers name and so on and some such. Like out of all of the shit that he done did to this woman that done came out on this show, how can you still sit in this man's face and say, but you a good husband? You a good man. No, you shouldn't allow somebody to continue to do this and do that. Bitch, what?
It's the
That was what took me. I said, Mama Merlene, I can no longer spare you because at this point, you are the biggest problem with Leisure Suit. The biggest problem. Because you sitting there, he's telling you all this bullshit, and you like, uh-huh, yeah, da 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 da. And both of y'all do that to each other. Like, it was Mama Merlene. Mama
See,
Merlene
can we
did it
get
for
a
me
poll?
and Carlos. Carlos, and again, Carlos, I love you to pieces.
why?
I don't want to be that somebody, Carlos.
Why do you love
But
him?
Carlos, you was really weighing me the fuck out last night too. I didn't understand why we needed to see you, why we needed to see the phone conversation, FaceTime conversation between you and Mello Mello. I didn't need that. Now you being there with Carlos, with the King, the podcast, and all that, I get that. And Mel being there, okay, cool, I get that too. But then you want to sit up and ask these redundant ass questions. Did you ever think that you would have to lock up your baby daddy? Bitch, no.
I
Nobody
would.
gets
I look
married to
here.
think that they will ever do that. Then you want to sit over here and call yourself going in and letting have on Leisure Suit because of what he said about you and the show. But you don't ever want to click your button when he's doing this fuck shit and this fuckery and this fucktitude out here in these streets. You don't have
Hmm.
nothing to say then. Then it's,
Preach.
well, why would I talk about my own show when we're in the middle of filming and
I
all
don't
the
give a
rest of this
damn what you
stupid
in the
shit?
middle of.
Right. And then you want to come out and bring out long face, chisel chin, soggy, wrangly neck, bitch
Roger
ass
Clock.
Sonny Moses.
No,
I
Roger
mean,
Clock.
Sonny and Moses. For
Roger
And
Clock.
then you set Mellow up. I'm sitting here thinking Mellow knew this whole time that they was coming up here and how messy that'll make her look. She had to come out and say, bitch, I ain't even know they was there. I just thought it was gonna be us. Like you put
Mm-hmm.
her in that compromising position, and
Mm-hmm.
knowing folk like me will be ready to read her ass the hell down. Carlos, you messy.
I've
Messy
been
as
here.
hell.
I haven't officially watched the episode yet. I'm gonna watch it and take my notes today. But I heard that Destiny and Melody towards the middle to end of the season are gonna be on like a good accord. Has anybody else heard that?
I heard that too.
I
I
heard that.
heard they gonna be on a good accord, but Mellow and Stormy the one that's still gonna be locking horns. That's what I heard.
That's because Mello keep getting it into it with Miss Betty. I'm pretty sure she do. Miss Betty be reading her for filth.
No. Let's flip that. Betty with an I keep getting into it with Melody.
Well,
Betty with
whatever.
I
You
Let's
agree,
flip it
Jeremy?
because she started that mess.
She
I'm
You
did.
agree,
like
Jeremy?
I think Stormy Mama look like Paul Mooney to be fair.
Oh,
And
Don't don't do
may he
Mama
rest in may
Tanya
he
like
rest in
that.
peace.
Thank
God.
you,
May he
please.
rest in peace.
Not
I
Paul
don't do
Mooney.
Betty with an I. I'm from South Florida. Mamas and grandmamas get cussed out down here if you don't stay in your damn place.
You're right. That part.
But like, yeah, I agree with you, T. I agree. I agree immensely. However, I don't like Carlos. I think Carlos is a disgusting human being. I have so much disdain for Carlos King.
Well,
Y'all,
since you
if,
say that, Jeremy,
if
so
anybody
then
like how Kendrick hates Drake and plotting
uh
on his down, if anybody is plotting on Carlos's downfall and praying to the guys that he fails, it's gonna be me.
so since you
I'm
brought
right
that
behind
up,
you, friend.
so then do you think Carlos is responsible and at fault for all this shit that's going on?
Absolutely.
Yes.
I think
Yes.
Carlos. I low key think that Carlos is behind the If you
Sunny and
ask
Moses.
me, I think he's behind the coup that happened January. Where was Carlos King on January 6th?
Interviewing Diamond.
I'm screaming.
Interviewing Diamond.
Not on January 6th, my
I am
girl.
screaming, dear Jesus.
Ooh.
Interviewing Diamond.
I
Not
mean, he
this. He
was
ain't talking about this January 6th. He talking about the last, the significant January 6th
Oh,
that
my bad.
happened.
I'm sorry. I thought you was talking about this one.
But to be fair, one of the Trump supporters' name is Diamond, and the other one name is Silk. So that's
I'm
Didn't they
screaming.
wait?
I'm
I thought
gone.
one of
I'm
them had
sweet.
got had
I'm dead.
went on to wherever they went on to. Didn't one
Too
of them
feisty. Bring your
pass?
ass back up here.
yeah, baby, stop.
Oh, Jeremy. Nuh-uh. We don't need you cupcaking with your man around
Damn
here.
sure don't, because I ain't got trade to come cupcake with, bitch.
Right.
Okay, good. But like, I'm saying that there's so much I want to say.
But Mammy Marlboro was giving Savannah as mama. He's a good man, Savannah. No, the fuck he ain't.
She was
Mm-mm.
pissing me off with it. That really took the cake for me. I said, "Really, Mama Merlene? Like for real? Like and I get that's your son, you're a mom, and you're supposed to have his back. But you're
But hold
also
that nigga
supposed to
feet to the
call your son
flames.
out when he's wrong,
Right.
and
Hold
he's
that
I
nigga
don't.
feet to
wrong,
the flames.
Right. I don't
Period.
expect her to. I don't expect up here to get up here and flame her son. Right.
right?
I don't expect that. But what I do expect you is to be held accountable. Hell, you're not even clearing your own name at this point. Because let me tell you something. If that little bastard was my son, I'd be like, I am
Wait,
ashamed of you.
hold
You
on.
was not raised this way.
Oop.
You got people out here thinking that I did not raise you like this. And I have a problem with it. I would say something like, you don't got to flame your son, but God dog can stand on it. Like I told my son the other day we saw some foolishness. I said, let me tell you something.
Child,
I'm
let
not
it
gonna
been
be
my
that
dad and
mama.
my stepmom. They
I'm
would have
not
hung
putting
me
no
out
money
to
on
dry
no
and not give a
books.
damn.
I'm
Right.
telling you right now, I'm not buying no ramen noodles. You're gonna have whatever they eating at the jail. You would have whatever court appointed attorney. I'm not spending my money on that. Now, if you did something, you was defending yourself and that was provable, then yeah, I'm gonna go all out for you. But you did the crime, you're gonna do the time.
Goddamn
Don't
right.
ask me. Don't ask for me to put no money on no phone. If I feel like I'm gonna come visit you, I'll come visit you, and it
I ain't
might
putting
be
no money on no books.
once a month. I'm not doing that. I'm not working hard to have you do what you want to do out here. That's the problem. Y'all want to, and the people in the comments talking about why won't Mel just move on? It's just a text message. It's not just a text message. Number one, he threatened to put that video out there. And then number two, why won't he move on? He could have his builder's license right now if he studied. If he had the study and dedication to his own life, the way he tried to move and finagle and harass that woman, he would be so much further in life. His hoochie daddy suits would be selling.
I'm gone. Not the hoochie daddy suits.
Personally,
if he gonna get that CDL, I've been trying to tell him to get. He'd be all right.
We don't want him delivering our produce. I done told you that.
I personally had revenge porn put out against me by one of my exes in the past.
Child, me too.
That really hurt. Like, and I didn't even like. The only reason I found out about it was some guy I was like dating out here at one point had moved to Vegas. He had went like to this house party. I don't know what they was doing at that house party, but apparently on one of the flat screen TVs in the living room, he was seeing me in a video. He had called me. He was like, "Have you ever done like, you know, corn on the cob?" And I was like, "No." And he was like, "I'm looking at you right now on the video, but you look real young though, to be fair." I was so hurt by that.
Guys, I just want to just say one thing really quick about this, because I feel like when we watch these shows, a lot of people have the tendency to start in the middle. It's not just the fact that he threatened to put that video out. Martell absolutely understands how damaging it is and the fact that it's a crime, which is why he didn't want to put it out himself. He was trying to get somebody else to put it out because he wanted to make it look like she was with someone else. He knows what he's doing. He knows how detrimental it's going to be to her and her brand. Not to mention how embarrassing it would be. Like, he's not talking about putting out a tape of somebody like, no shade, but like Sukiana. He's talking about somebody who values themselves and pride themselves and presents themselves a certain way. He knows how damaging it would be to her reputation, which is why he's choosing to threaten her with that. And he also wants to try to not put himself in it, not implicate himself. Hence him trying to trick Ariane into doing it, or trying to get somebody else to do it on their behalf. So miss me with the protect black men stuff. Martell knows that what he did is a crime.
Well,
yeah, I can see that rattle jaw cages more than anything.
I'm sorry that happened to you, Jeremy.
I was going to say, I'm sorry that happened to Jeremy as well.
Me too, Jeremy. That's crazy.
And I'm sorry because it happened to me
here's
too.
the thing, though. Here's the thing. The only way it would have worked, even if he would have put it out, like, let's be clear, even if he would have put it out, right? At the end of the day, people would have got over it. You know what I'm saying? Because first of all, I personally, I ain't going to say we, because I can't speak for everybody else. At this point, I do not care if Melody's dick sucker. I don't care what she had. As many years as she was cheating, I hope she was getting her back broke on the other side. I hope so. I don't care. That's number one. Number two, for as good as Melody looked, it ain't like it's about to body shame her being on a video.
Right.
For number three, Melody better get her candy on if it ever come out and be like, did I look good? Did you like the way I move? Let me say y'all a pillow to lift your booty up, like Mimi should have been selling shower rods. Okay? ST is nothing to have. The hurtful part is when somebody you love put it out at one point. You know what I'm saying? That's the hurtful part. Because truth be told, hell, y'all might have not seen me bent over on a PH one time. Because back in my day, in my younger days, when people was using video cameras, you know what I'm saying? I done lost a couple of them. So I don't know where they at. But
don't be acting like you got
mine.
I'm going to just be
like
honest.
Nico and Mimi.
I'm going to just be honest. I was with somebody that I was with. I was in a relationship with. Girl, you might see me bobbing and weaving, or you might see me sitting on her face. I don't, it happened. You know what I'm saying? All I could do at this point is be like, damn, how y'all like my moves? Like, that's how I would be, what I need to work on. I don't care. The another thing I want to bring up, Disney. Girl, listen. I went searching for your candle because I was trying to get your little coin. I couldn't find it, except for on Temu, and it wasn't yours. Other than that, ma'am, I understand. Sonny took your man, her alleged kissing cousin, or whatever y'all got going on, but there's me. I don't want to just hear about that from you. You done been arrested
Oh, you
and
took the
everything
words right
else.
out my
You
mouth.
better come around here and
Yep.
talk about them food stamps if you still getting them. If you want to sell me 200 for 100, whatever you got going on, you better talk about that arrest. You better talk about what you can talk about LeBaric. We better see the law. Are you talking about he done learned his ABCs and he reading Sally, Dick, and Jane books? I do not
I just want to know how the hell
want
he
to
looked like his
hear
Uncle
all
Martell.
season about you and that woman and Moses. I don't care.
It's
I'm gonna
gonna
just be
throw. They're
honest.
gonna throw in. They're gonna throw in some Mel
I
and Martell too. She gonna throw
I
in some Mel
do
and Martell.
I do not care because you have enough going on. And this is how, in my opinion, if you're watching, because I know you're like T, that's your boy. If you're watching, in my opinion, this is how you lose the people. You played yourself the first time around. You had the most honest and endearing, where you could have had you a fan base just as big as Melody. If you would have came on here and told your truth, girl, listen, I ain't really like him like that. I might have or might have not had a boo on the side. The way y'all dig it up, y'all people out there go dig it up and find it out, is what I would have said. But the fact of the matter is, girl, he left. I was busy being a housewife thinking that I had that thing made in the shade. Then I had to go get on them food stamps. And my business failed. You know how many people out here trying to be entrepreneurs that's failing? You know how many women done got left with babies while they was pregnant or in
But
the
you know
labor
what?
and delivery room? She had a story without talking about him. She had a story that would have had people rooting for her, and she could have
Right.
put them damn Madonna products on the internet, and her fan base would have been ordering them like people around there ordering Seven Heaven. That
I
ain't the
wouldn't have
name
been
of that
ordering them
store.
hard ass
Seven
brushes. Let's tell the
Avenue.
truth.
My
I
point
mean,
is, she had a story that was relatable to majority of the women out here living her life, raising a baby with a Negro they don't like, who going back and forth, and kind of controlling and don't want them to tell their side of the story.
I get that, but let's
Come
just say,
in.
for instance, she did do that. Would it still be a fan base that could come to her, or would people still just hold on to her and male falling out? Because that's what it is. She could
But
come
my
up
point
here
is,
this
she would have
season.
been, she would, but the point about it, T, you know one thing about a fan stand base. Once you got him, you got him. It don't matter whether you right or wrong. She should have been that from the beginning, is my point.
She
Whatever
should have.
her story was when she first came on here, by the time that would have went on with her and Mel, she would have had her own fan base. It would not have mattered. She would have had people going up for her, much like you go up for that denture wearing man that you and Tisha spending turns buying poly grip and cleaning the denture
Stop
cup
it.
for.
Stop it.
Quay,
I polygrip it.
Quay, Quay.
I'm just saying, she would have had a fan base to stand behind her. Now, I'm not saying that the people who are 100% pro Mel was going to like her. I'm not going to say that. But I'm saying this, she would have had her own people going up for her as well.
I'm just
Because
still
there
sticking
is
to the fact that she called him
a subset of women that can relate to her.
All of them can. Most of the millimeters
You
can.
know
They
what I'm
just
saying?
don't want
But I
to
don't
because
want to.
they don't want to
I
listen.
don't want to. While what
See,
happened with Moses, while what happened with Moses happened with Moses, I'm just saying there's much more to Destiny than Sonny and Moses, and
I
I
agree.
don't want to be Sonny and
hopefully it
Moses
is.
to that.
But who can I just say this? Who thinks that they thinks to protect themselves against their husband at the time? Who thinks that their husband? Nobody gets married and think that they're going to be divorced, and that the X tape that they made with their husband is going to be threatened to put out there. Nobody thinks that way.
Shit, you don't even think about that when you in a relationship. Trust and believe that, because I've been in situations like Mel has. I wasn't married. I ain't never been married. This one of the reasons why. But my ex did that same abusive bull crone, releasing a S tape on me, all that stuff. That man hit me in the head with a hammer,
Oh
and
gosh.
yeah. So I've been where Mel has been. I ain't no millimeter though, because I ain't gonna do all that. But still, that man did what he did to me, and like I'm not thinking at the time, oh, what's gonna happen, this, that, and the third. Do I need to protect myself? I didn't think about that time because I didn't have nobody to go to at that time. So yeah.
Well, yeah, because I mean, I've done one. It was with my husband. May he rest in peace. I still have it. But if even if I was in a situation where, he was still alive and we broke up, I would not expect that from my husband. I just would not. That was in the confines of my marriage. I would not think that.
I mean, listen, I get it, but I just, I'm always of the mindset of protect and respect yourself. I mean,
I
regardless what
get
your
it.
spouse, regardless of what your spouse or whatever. I just feel like if I'm gonna make a video, it's gonna be on my phone. It's gonna be like the camcorders that
Mm-hmm.
was lost. It was mine. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Ain't nobody lost that. They was mine.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to
Right.
my phone right now, you know what I'm.
And and
the
I'm with
things
you.
is
I
the
own
things of the
mine.
things is mine. That's just me. I just not about to let nobody have
And I get and
that.
I
I,
get
I
that.
just feel
No,
like because you never know, you know what I'm saying? Somebody might get a phone to somebody, you go scrolling and da 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 da. You pop up on it, because when you give people a picture and you tell them, look right here, they want to keep scrolling. I didn't
Right.
tell you scroll left. I didn't tell you scroll right. I told you, look at this picture. But people do it. So I mean,
well,
it even
I own
happened to
mine.
me.
My
My mama asked me to
daughter.
use my phone to look at a picture and went scrolling and got the surprise of her life. She's talking about, oh my God. I said, girl, ain't nobody told you go scrolling. You should have mind your business. But
Just like my
And
grandma
mine,
found my damn
mine
vibrator in
was
my
on a
room. Ain't nobody
tape.
told you to go in
Mine
my
was on a
room.
tape, and I got the tape. And even with my husband, yes, I still got the tape and had it, and whatever is in my possession, and it's going to be destroyed. But I'm just saying, I would have never thought in a confines of a marriage that just would not be a thought in my head that this person that I'm married to for X amount of years would do something like that. And
you
that's
know,
that's the problem I came up here to talk about, which was Martell and I'm with y'all. Martell and his mama got on my nerves, and then everybody's trying to downplay this as if it was just a text message. He just wrote words and it was a problem. No, it was more than that. And then they are
Thank you.
trying to be like, "Oh, Melody been picking on Martell." No, no, no. Let's go back to like Feisty would say at the beginning. We all saw it. It started with a live that Martell did in the parking lot of a Popeyes where he was trying to drag that woman, and then he took it to his IG stories, and then that's when Melody entered the chat and started dragging him back and did not like it because she was dropping receipts. And then that's when he sent her the message, and that's when she posted it on her stories that he threatened her, and she was sending it to her lawyer. So she didn't wait 2 years. She did something with it then. It
Hmm.
then became a bigger deal because your baby mama got caught talking to another blogger about the conspiracy theory because another woman came out that was on the show said that y'all were plotting this. So all of y'all stuff got put out there. I know Melody is not a perfect person. I support Melody. I think she's funny as heck to me. But don't
Her
sit up
voice
there
is
and
funny
act
as heck
like
when she
Melody
sings.
started this with you when it was not that. You did this and you were trying to prove to everyone, well, she cheated too, and trying to put out this little tape trying to say it was her and someone else when that wasn't the truth.
you know what the
Martell
problem
started all of
is?
this, and then you went on interviews and told everybody, told on yourself, not only about this but also your custody case.
Let's
He's
talk
he's,
about
he's
this
his own
comment right
worst
here.
enemy.
That's wait, before we go there, I want to quote these words of a poem, a good poem that I heard. And you know what it said? He got older but never grew. For his life, he can't tell the truth.
Child, that is a song
How,
from K
how to
Michelle.
learn, he ain't got a clue. Okay, y'all better shout out to K
You
Michelle because she ain't
can't
lied
raise
with
a
that song.
man.
If his mama couldn't raise him, would make you think you can.
My
That
point.
part.
Let me tell you, and this is the truth, and this is how I feel, and this is not just for women, it's for men too, but I want women to really listen. Watch out for them for them red flags, for real. At the end of the day, people say, oh, you got to meet a man where he at. You got to meet a woman where they at. You know what? I will meet you where you at and offer a hand of grace. I will extend a prayer, but what I'm not extending is my drawers, my legs, my body, my soul, and my mental. I be damned.
I
If
agree.
you see something in somebody that you don't want, put it off and let it go. Don't waste your time and theirs. Baby, we have spent too many years, men and women, looking at the potential that ain't never developed because you see the potential, but the person you with don't see the potential in them to move forward. They become complacent because you continue to go get it and they can live the lifestyle they want to live without doing the work. That is Martell's problem. That's his mammy problem. That's why the
I was
house
saying
in
that problem
foreclosure
well.
allegedly and everything else. If you see something in somebody that you don't want, or if you have a standard, a substandard, and a substandard of traits that you want, baby, be alone and date yourself until you find
Mhm.
what you want. Now I ain't saying don't get you some, you know what I'm saying?
No,
Because
okay.
How Sizzle say everybody get you some.
Period.
Okay.
Hmm.
Get you some, but don't stay attached to the sum. Let the sum be the sum. And that's for man and woman. You find your little piece. I'm going to call you when I won't be bothered. And when I don't want to be bothered, baby, I'll walk past you on the street like I don't know you until you find what you want. Don't settle. Because I really, and mellow meters, y'all might jump on me for this, but I really need to know. I really need somebody to do an interview with Mel. You could give me an interview. I really need to know what was the initial attraction. Because if y'all done been on my channel, y'all know I done pulled up pictures of what he looked like in high school, colleges, and it wasn't what he looked like today. So it wasn't the looks that had you shook, girl.
It was the dick, and I know that because I seen it.
I want the picture still. I've been waiting on that picture
I
since
mean,
Pop
listen,
died.
first of all, the
But
way
that's
he described his dick, it sound deformed. Because how you have a hook and a crook and it's anyway, back to the comment.
but y'all, that's literally what it is though. Men like him lead with their penis because they know that they always the best at sex because they have nothing else to offer.
Ooh, you know?
Well, what
Let me
y'all
talk
think
about
about
this
this
comment, please.
comment that's up here on this screen?
I'm gonna let y'all go first and then I'll deal with it later.
You know what? I'm sorry. T, you might not get monetized for what the hell I'm about to say on this. I would drag Martell and
Please try
Ariana
to
like
do
a
it
water
within
hose through the
monetization
garden.
standards. We don't want to take out our content creator pockets.
I'm sorry, but still, I would drag them hoes like they were some water hoses through the fucking garden. Cause how dare you? How dare you disclose what the hell I went through to your little side hoe, your
Hmm.
cum dump EST like to call her?
Hmm. Hmm.
That part.
How dare you? Something that I went through as a child. How dare you?
Hmm.
You sitting up here disclosing it to this ragtag hoe. Shout out to
Hmm.
Carl. You gonna disclose it to that bitch?
Hmm.
You better be glad. See, Melody a better woman than me, cause like I would have pulled up to Ariana's house, snatched her by that bun that she always wear, that just for me bun that she always got in her goddamn head, and beat the living daylights out of her. Cause bitch, how dare you put that shit out there for somebody to put that out there about me? How dare you? You ragtag, lying, deceitful, come dumpy, come rag whore.
Because she gives me the type where she'll get mad at Mellow Mellow and throw that right up in her face.
She did, and my point.
But can I say this really quick?
Hmm.
Can I say this really quick?
Yeah,
Go
baby.
It's
ahead, go
more
ahead.
it's more telling to me. The people who see these things happening, hear it, they ain't nobody sitting here ignoring this girl. All of them watching all the tea happening online, just like the rest of us. They see her going live saying stuff. They done heard them calls with old girl on YouTube. They done seen the stuff that he posted subliminally. They know all of the stuff that she be saying. They getting a good kiki out of it behind the scenes.
Hmm.
As we see in this scene, they have these little private conversations like, you seen what's going on with Mel and Martell? They know about all the stuff just like we do. So why is it that y'all see these? Who else could have told her that other than him? Y'all see his actions and y'all still defend him.
My point. I would have beat
That's
him
the
up
part
bad.
that's telling to me.
Right.
I mean, we haven't seen the scene yet, but even as far as with Marceau saying, "Oh, well,
Screaming.
you chose them," and shout out to Erica Dinero because Erica Dinero always says, "Choose better, choose me," because they love to tell women who are victimized, "Well, you should have chose better," as opposed to like again making people around you be better and do better. Y'all will continue to be friends with him, but then tell Melody, "Well, it's your fault you shouldn't have had kids with him." Even as far as to say, a lot of people have made this criticism where you got back with him and had another baby with him. Maybe that is her responsibility. But
Nope, that's
again,
all. Yeah.
I can't be friends with somebody that does reprehensible things like this. It's a reflection of you too and your character. Because who
Mhm.
wants somebody like this around them?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I agree.
Can can I just mention, people talking about Mel and Martell are tired and through. Talk to Carlos about that, because Carlos is the one that keeps making them the main story, which they've been the main story since season one. But Carlos keeps dragging that out and going to that well. We've had last season, they were talking about the other couples, but other couples couldn't take the heat of people dissecting their relationships and things like that. And they got mad about people commenting on what they saw in the interviews they had. So they go back to Mel and Martell because everybody likes to watch the mess and the drama, even though it's beyond toxic at this point. It's dangerous at this point. But that's why they keep going back into Mel and Martell, because of Carlos. Carlos doesn't want to move on. And also, when people are talking about, Mel should have known better, Mel should have chosen better. Mel was 22 years old, 21, 22 years old when she got through with that man. She didn't have no life experience. She didn't know what he was going to be capable of down the line. Maybe as the marriage went on, but she didn't know that. Nobody knows that. And I'm speaking as someone who got with their husband at 22. I didn't have no life experience and know what the hell I was doing out here. And the reason why people latch on to Melody and her story, even though she's not the only person that's been going through divorce, a bad divorce, or going through things, is because she's on TV and everybody isn't. But we all know somebody who has been through a DV situation or some other SA situation or some other situation that we empathize with, but they're just not on TV for the world to talk about it.
Mhm.
Hmm. I agree.
I agree.
All right.
There's a
So,
Kimmy, why
lot of
you ain't up here? You supposed to been up
so
here. I'm about sick of you.
criticism that you can give Mel for a lot of different things. But when it comes to the stuff that's taking place post divorce, and I don't know if you guys pay close enough attention to these things, but
Yeah, babe.
a lot of men are being are exacting some form of abuse through their children and the child support, or not child support, the family court system. That is exactly what he's doing. Every move that he makes, it's crazy to me that Ariane is totally fine. He's totally fine with her watching and babysitting those kids, but her brother shouldn't be around those children.
Right.
Her mama shouldn't be around those children. Like it's just another form of abuse and him exacting control over her. I genuinely sympathize with women because it's not just male. We're just watching this play out on TV with her. There are a lot of women who, and I've actually seen one up close and personal in my own family, a lot of women who are being abused through the family court system because most of these judges are men and they on their
Mhm.
second and third wives. So they like, well, shoot, I hate paying child support. So I'm gonna look out for the next dude whose ex-wife, a baby mama, whoever is trying to get them for child support. And we've seen a lot of celebrity men do this too, where they even take
Mhm.
custody of those children.
Mhm.
Mhm.
My heart genuinely
Mhm.
goes out to the people who are in those situations because we all know for a fact that Martell really ain't trying to take care of them children like that. They don't. So and that's why anytime somebody said, "Well, he's a good father," I always say, "Is he?" He don't act like somebody that's a good father and thinks about his children well-being first and foremost.
okay, so let me answer this, and then I'm gonna
Please
go back
do
to my
before I
first
do.
question. That I mean, listen, everybody's entitled to their opinion. It's nothing to be upset about, but I mean, they can, first of all, in order for them to move on, they would have to be healed individuals, and so everybody healings take place on their own time.
My
That's number
point.
one. Number two, it's kind of hard to move on from your trauma when this keep being thrown in your face. Now, whether this is a good show for them to continue to watch, that's a decision that they're gonna have to make on their own. But if this is the storyline that's being given, this is what's being pushed, and so thus they stay attached to their trauma. However,
Mhm.
I am a person who don't want to stay attached to my trauma, so things that remind me of my trauma, I personally don't participate in. But that's just me personally. But some people have healed, some people have not. Some people, it triggers them. And I think they need to decide if this is a safe space for them to be in or to not be in. Gwendolyn, back to the other person. Let me tell y'all something.
Ooh.
I got a response for this too when you done.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
While the fault is 100% Martell's, that he opened up his mouth and told that to that lady, let me tell you something. You slide a hoe, because that's what you are. You a slider hoe. You slide in and out of position depending on who want his ass and who don't want his ass, because you ain't even really was wanted. That's true tea. But you okay with that because from my understanding, allegedly you come from a generation of sideline slider hoes. Because allegedly, from what the people say, your mama created you in the same type of situation that you created your little baby in. So you coleslawing your mama cabbage.
They said she did the same thing with Paris Daddy too.
Yep.
And
Yep.
you
So
did the
did.
same thing with Paris Daddy, who married, except for at the time he was not married. He was with the woman who he is now married to. You keep continue to have this vendetta with Mel because she took away the one option that you wanted in life, and that was to finally be chosen by a man. But even if Mel would have stayed and Martell left you and took you and chose you, it still wasn't the ultimate choosing what you wanted, which was from your daddy, which is why you don't like wives, because that wife put her foot down and said, you ain't bringing that child up in my house. Now, listen, your daddy is that fault, not that wife, because your daddy should have said, I understand, I messed up, but I'm going to be a
that's
part
still
of my
my
child
child.
life and we can go our separate ways. So the one man in life that you will forever, it seemed like, be waiting for to choose you is your father, which is why you continuously stick around this man who dogs you, who has called you a peasant, who has called you less than a tip, because even gratuity at this point is 18%, and he said you wasn't worth 15, but you let him come, you all for the fact of sitting in his face to say, I got him from a woman who gave him to you.
That part. Stop
From a woman
acting like you took
who
some, girl.
gave him to you. Y'all ain't got to do, he ain't had to do no more belly crawls. He ain't had to do no more lying and carrying on. He ain't had to do no more sneaking and carrying on. But what he did the first time we ever saw him with you, he took you out on your national holiday, which is April Fool's Day. And you still couldn't give the wine. For one, you will never be the type of woman that Martell will be with because you're not smart enough. Nope. I'm not saying you're not smart.
You're not
smart enough. Let's be clear. Martell is a man who wants to be boss presenting with a worker mentality. He wants to present as a boss while the woman do all the work. Because I don't want to hear he was the one working and making it happen, because he can't make it happen for himself now. You can't even do that with your Shein knockoff clothes that you're selling on your website.
Not seen.
You can't even do that. So even when you were trying to sell the wine on that April Fool's, he had to feed you lines like y'all wasn't on a live, like we couldn't hear it in the background. You're not smart enough. You can't stand in a room of people that he want to stand in and get the deals done. Melody was able to do that. Let's be clear. She was able to do that, whether you like her or whether you don't. Right is right and wrong is wrong. You can't do that. And you are forever going to feel inferior because you are. But you only are because you lacks what it takes in that self-motivation to put yourself in a better position. Because ain't no way in hell you should be chosen over, dogged out all of these times, and you continue to go back. That man was just under Sheree picture looking like Skylar Walker and everybody else out here with a face. With the same damn face, calling her Mrs. Holt, and you around here want to throw up a sale talking about come buy these clothes, and people still ain't buying them goddamn clothes, and now you back around here with him at the zoo. Let me tell you something. I don't need to be with you when you come to pick up your child. Pick this motherfucker up and take him to the zoo and get the fuck. This my me time. I don't give a damn if you don't do nothing but take that ragged ass bun out your head and scratch your scalp up in your house. But for once in your life, you have the power to be chosen, and that's by you. Choose yourself. I need you to choose yourself. I also need you to choose your children, because Lil Paris ain't about to fuck with you when she get older. Let's be clear. All we have seen her do is take care of that baby, and you hollering at her about get your brother, as if she had a baby. She's a child, not a parent. She
I
gonna get
agree.
you when she get older, because you around here talking about we got 5 children when Martell have 4 and you have 2. Last I checked, 4 and 2 was 6.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk about what's gonna look good
And
on
you
little
still with a man
millennia
who not
and
claiming
all the
your
M&M
daughter.
children while you in H&M shopping, but you ain't never once said, I'm getting this for Paris. I'm getting this for my child. And yeah, if you with somebody, you supposed to accept their
BB.
children, but I'll be damned if I'm gonna treat yours good and I'm gonna treat mine like shit, not the ones
Right.
that I carried, not the ones that I had 1 foot in the grave and 1 foot on earth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
While I
She's
was
a
But
just
terrible
running
you
here
know
with
mother.
a
you
thick
wrong.
hair, you got
See,
me
I like
fucked up
BB
if you think
comment.
I'm about to treat my kids any kind of way for yours. And then you get mad when the world wants to sit up here and talk about you, but you got the world fucked up. You got real women and real mothers who looking at you like how you leave your baby in a goddamn car in the garage to be on a motherfucking live. You got us looking at you like crazy.
She's a terrible mother.
All to look good for a
But
man,
she's
and
a
then
good
you want to
mother.
sit up here and want to act like it was part of the plan to go talk to the blogger. Nah, I wasn't part of the plan. You was giving what you was giving because you ain't got nobody else to give it to. You ain't got nobody in your circle really telling you, girl, you look a motherfucking fool. You ain't got
Say it
no
again.
right type of family. You ain't got no right type of circle, because if you did, your friends would have been helped you bop Martell up out of here.
Well, the rumor is they
Been.
told her to stop.
She
Yeah,
need
I
an
heard that
outlet.
too.
She needs an
The rumor
outlet.
is
She
her
needs
family
somebody.
tried to
She
tell
don't
her
have
better.
a.
She don't want to listen.
I heard that
Listen,
too.
A
I did
job,
hear her
a
family and
job
a
will
lot of her
help.
friends told her not to do it, but she did it anyway.
Hold
man,
on. Wait.
listen. Let me tell you something. She
Perhaps
ain't
a
got the
job,
right type of
employment.
people in her circle. I'm telling you right now. You know people who have the right type of people in her circle and the right type of people that's not. Because let me tell you something. If your mama did what she did with your daddy, how she gonna tell you not to do it?
Ooh.
And I, thank you. But because she took the words right out my mouth.
If your mama wasn't male identified and centered a male, at the end of the day, parents are a big influence on you. You might stray, you getting your own way, you feel like, oh, I got this, that, and the third, but it's a lot of times that you come back and say, my mama was right, my grandmother was right. Nope, I should have did it their way. You know what I'm saying? If I was her mama, I'd give up on her too.
Yeah, because
E,
they
where
said,
you at?
they told her to
Click
leave
the
him
link, E, because
alone.
we know
They
you be
told her not
listening
to
to
have that
secret.
baby. They told her all type of stuff, and she wasn't trying to listen. And they got tired of hearing her going off, so they just let her do what she want to do.
Like I said,
And
I
I
felt
was
like
like, that's sad.
I
That's
said this on
true.
Scotty Channel. I felt like she had little knocks out of spite. Period. Point
That's
blank.
true, but guess
We know
what?
she had it. No, we like. I ain't trying to talk about the baby, but we know a trap baby when we see
But
one.
if Mel
Thank
We
was
you.
know like the timing.
JJ
We
now,
not finna sit here and
JJ
play
now
like it ain't what it
wasn't.
is.
If
Thank
Mel
you.
was a side piece baby, guess what? That's on Van. That ain't on Mel. I'm not sitting up here talking about Knox. So what is the comparison? If Mel was a side piece baby, what the fuck? What in the entire fuck do that have to do with her? That would seem like her mama needed to close her legs to married men. Shout out to Nene Leaks.
Yeah, just like it ain't. Just
That
like
Well,
it
ain't
ain't
Nene
Knox's
Leakes
fault that
did
his
say
mama
that,
and
but
dad
Nene
ain't
Leakes
that's
shit.
his
did
Everybody
say
mom's
that
fault.
disputed
too.
that. They said Miss Van wasn't a side
Listen,
piece, and then
whatever
Mel wasn't a side
Evangelist Van
baby. So I
did,
mean,
whatever Van did back in the day is
but
what
yeah,
it did,
that's on
is
her
what she
mama.
did. My thing is this: I'm not demonizing no child for being no side piece baby,
Right.
male included, Knox included. I'm not saying nothing about that child. A child is a child, and a child can't control the circumstances in
Mm-hmm.
which they got here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's not his fault that his mama and his daddy was disgraceful whores.
Ooh.
Can
That's
I
not
say
his fault.
what
And
does
I'm
us
not gonna
discussing
blame
a
that
show
child for
have
that.
to
But
do
to
with?
but to be coming at a child because their parents did some stuff is crazy.
T, can I ask, what does us having? We're discussing a show. We're discussing things that we're seeing on the show. That's the point of us being here. It doesn't mean that we have to know them or anything. Because I'm talking about this show with y'all. I'm kikiing with y'all. And then when I click off of this, I'm going to continue to do stuff around my house
Mm-hmm.
and
Exactly.
mind my business.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because I saw what Gwendolyn said, talking about y'all don't even know these folks and everything. That's
Girl, I'm glad I
um,
don't know them folk.
I don't know them. I ain't gotta know them, but at the end of the
I don't know
day,
them folk. My life is peaceful.
right?
Right,
I don't,
exactly.
I
I'm
don't know
not
them
going to.
folk. My
I
life is
mean, I'm a
peaceful.
widow. I'd rather be alone with cats than to deal with some of the stuff that I
Okay.
see people going through.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
I just
Here, first of all, thank you so much for y'all cash apps, baby. I've been seeing them, but thank y'all for that. But let me ask y'all, like I want to get it out of the way. But let me ask y'all this though. Now, this does have to do with the show, but it kind of doesn't, but it does. This counter lawsuit, child,
Child.
that Black Titanic done put on not only Maurice Pooh, but Oprah and the damn network.
First of all, Oprah don't even own the
Courtney,
network no more.
but see, you know what? That's when it comes to me. When I say this is just a show and y'all don't know people like that, I really mean it more so towards things like this. Because why the hell are y'all sitting in court, girl? Millions of dollars, $5 million, $10 million, $7 million, $1 million, bullying and harassment, cyberbullying and stalking. Like, where did we go wrong with all of this with this show?
When Black Titanic was the one that pulled up to Stormy shop.
Yeah, I'm not doing all that.
Me neither.
What's
Um,
good, Anthony?
Hey, Anthony.
Because it's like at this point, that's why when people came under my comment, because I saw some comments last night where the people were saying they wanted me to go back to run it down on the people. But it's like I told them, this is a new slate for me. And it's gotten way too damn toxic for this to just be a damn show. Like I done had my name put up in lawsuits and people don't like me and people running down on me and I'm
And people
all up
trying
in
to dox
Facebook
you.
group, don't even know nothing about it. All like it's too much.
It is.
It's too much. And when you get to a point where you sitting up a damn Judge Julia Shallon's courtroom hollering about this going on and that going on, like I don't want to have nothing to do with it.
Right. Like I've laughed and kikied out of some of the antics and some of the stuff. I'm not gonna lie, everybody likes a little mess. But even I felt like this is too much. Ain't no way
Hmm.
I'm gonna be spending this much time and effort and doing all of this when I got other stuff going on.
Mhm.
Like, no, I can't. I can't.
first of all, I didn't even know about that lawsuit. Period. Like I
I didn't know
this
about it either,
when the
Nola.
season. I'm gonna be honest. When the season is over, it's over for me. Like I'm not knocking anybody because I'm not. I promise this ain't shade, but I really, outside of what they do on the show and what's on social media during the show, if I'm reviewing the show, I once it's over or once they done got me to that point where I'm like, you know what, my brain just can't take no more of this foolery and
Hmm.
fuckery.
Right.
I tune it all out. So I
Same.
didn't know about said lawsuit. I don't know what caused said lawsuit, but I think anytime we get to a point where we having lawsuits over a TV show, it's time for everybody to change the channel.
Right.
Right.
You
I
need to
don't know
remove.
fully
You
everything
need
about the
some
lawsuit
space.
either. I'm just like, what is
You need
going
some
on? People
space
actually
between
taking legal action on all of
between your
this? What
life
is
and this.
going
And I
on?
also think this, even though, and I'm not taking up for nobody on this show, no other show, whatever.
Mm.
But I just feel like celebrity in general, even though these people put their lives out, right, for us or whatever. I have seen a lot of things that I will say goes too far for me, right? Some things
Mhm.
are not too far for some people, but some things go too far for me. There are some things that, and I can be 100% honest. There are people who have sent me court documents, tax liens. Literally had somebody who was sending me the play for play as it was happening while Mel and Martell was in trial. And like my channel could have blew up if I would have just colored out what I needed to color out and put that on there as it was happening in real. Some things are just too far from me, and I think some people take it too far when
Mm.
you start saying stuff that you have not fully verified, seen with your own two eyes, and even if you have fully verified it, some stuff just don't do. I think the celebrities need to stop being so hypersensitive when it comes to commentary and what people are saying on the show, because unless it's something that's 100% against your brand, uh like people gonna say what they gotta say, but you put your life out, you open your life up out for people to scrutinize and
Mhm.
to say stuff about. So I just think on both sides there needs to be consideration, and I feel like if you don't want nobody to say anything to you or about you, reality TV has been around long enough. Even if you didn't watch the show that you're joining, you've watched a reality TV show to know what it gives. And so
I'm
I
just
feel like
tired of
if
the
you
black
don't feel
little
like you
dingy.
can handle what it gives and what it comes with, this probably shouldn't be the lane for you. And that's all I can really say about the lawsuit, because I don't know nothing about the BT lawsuit. I
Her
don't know
first
nothing
of all,
about that one.
I'm gonna need her to change her name to Black Little Dingy, because ain't nothing Titanic about your ass. You ain't had no damn
Oh,
iceberg stuck up in your
did
ass,
you
none of that shit,
wait? Ain't
none
that
of
an
that.
old lady?
I don't give a damn. She probably lived to be on the Titanic. Shit. But anyways,
Oh, I mean,
she needs to sit
I don't
down
never,
somewhere
I
and try
don't
to
go to
sue
her chat.
somebody.
I don't know. I don't know. I be out the loop. I can't even comment because I genuinely still watch. I mean, with a few new people, when people say to me that I trust, hey, watch this person or whatever, or like if I hear T and Scotty and Bondi or Jamie say, hey, check out this person, I check it out. But I genuinely still watch the very people that I got on here watching, and that was Bondi, Jamie, Nisi, T, Scotty, Erica, Dinero, Rodney, Rodney the voice, like Mims. The people that I was been watching is the same people I watch. I'm kind of a creature of habit, so unless somebody tell me it's a channel out there, I don't be knowing. So, ain't that's an old lady you up here cussing out? I mean, I don't know what she did or done did, because I mean, if you ain't
Well,
respectful, you ain't gonna be respected. But
from what I recall with Black Titanic, it really mostly started with Stormy first, because she was the one that popped up down the Stormy warehouse and Stormy cussed her ass out.
Yep.
That was her.
oh, that was
Yeah,
her.
that
Yeah.
was her.
But she should have never popped up at that lady warehouse like that. You don't do no shit like
Exactly.
that.
And she was hollering about she was finna sue Stormy then because Stormy cussed her out, and because of which she was finna sue Stormy then. Now I don't know what happened with that lawsuit, but then it
You can't
turns
sue nobody
around.
for cussing you out, and you done showed up to their place of business. What?
I'm just telling you what happened, friend. And
Come
then
on,
when it
friend.
came
Let me
down to
know.
Maurice Poo, it was something about she was doing her labs, and I guess she was giving false information about him.
Mm-hmm.
And he got tired of her doing that, and he gave her an ultimatum, like, if you don't take the video down or the content down, or at least correct what you were saying and get the information right, he threatened to sue her. And then, she didn't take it down from what I heard. And then Maurice Poo made good on his promise. Now, that's what I heard.
As
Okay,
he should.
so I mean, if she was giving more than commentary and was saying things that's false about him, um, I feel like he has a right to, because he is a lawyer, whether his law school was accredited or not. They still allow him in his state. They still allow him in his state to take the bar, and he passed it. So he is supposed to be a lawyer. So
That's what they do.
I
They
mean,
lie.
if what she said would stop him from getting clients,
Well, that's what
then I understand.
yeah, he
But
was
I don't know
saying
if
what
what
she
he,
was
I don't know
saying.
the commentary, so I don't know if what she said was
I don't know
Let
true or
either,
not.
Nola.
let me just
Basically,
say
what I
this.
heard was that what she was doing he was saying it was affecting him and his business and his clients. That's what he said.
I
Let me
mean,
let,
so wait. Let me ask this, because I'm trying to get understanding. When she said what she said, somebody in the comments tell me, tell me if y'all up here no tell me. When she said what she said, was it during last season
yes.
when he
Yeah.
was around
Mm-hmm.
here? Okay, so then again, how do we know that it's what she said that stopped him from getting clients and not him pressuring his wife, who was recovering from cancer treatments, to have sex with him?
Because it was
And the
prior
things
to
that he
that. It
was
was
saying
prior
and
to that
doing, like,
interview.
how are you going to prove that what she said? I mean, listen, like I said, I don't know what she said, right?
It was
But I'm just
prior
going
to
to
that
say,
interview,
you
Nola.
also had those things going about you, and that went a whole summer, right?
No, Nola.
That went a whole
That
summer.
that was prior to that
That's the
interview.
season. That was prior to that interview.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, well,
That
girl.
lawsuit was That what he said was prior. I mean, what?
It was prior to all the stuff about him
Yes.
basically having sex with his wife, like she laid it
I
while she
thought that
laid
was
there like
around
a
the same
corpse
time.
during viewing hour. I'm just asking, like I'm not like because I need things in context because again, you can't say somebody did something to you when you also had something else salacious that was blowing up on the internet at the time, and that was a big thing. So that's why I needed. I was just asking for context. I'm not saying one is
Oh,
right
that's
and
another
one is
reason
wrong.
why
I don't
too.
really know, and I don't want to give wrong commentary on something that I don't know. I don't know nothing about. I don't know
But
nothing
my
about that
thing is
actually.
this. This let me say this. My thing is this. Like DB said in the comments, you would think she would calm the hell down. Black little thingy would have calmed the hell down after Funky Dineva laid her ass out the last time. Why the
Girl,
hell you
Funky
still
Dineva
keep
laid
going?
the lady out, the old
Yes, and
With
after
the
you
DC,
said
Child, it was that's she was the one who accused him and Miss Wanda of the murder plot. That was her.
yes,
It
that
was
was
a murder
her.
plot, Terrence. It was a murder
what
Mhm.
murder plot?
That was her.
Wait,
I still
y'all.
have your
You
video
girl, you
reaction
Wait,
on my favorite
wait.
playlist.
that was
Mm.
mine too. That's why I'm hollering.
Murder plot. It was a murder plot. Murder
Wait,
plot.
what
Murder
was the
plot.
red rum plot? What?
She
She
because
said
Miss
that
Wanda, I think it was Miss Wanda
it
who
was.
responded to her, and Miss Wanda made a comment that said something to the effect of the ditch you dig for me, you have to dig one for yourself or something like that. And she took
And she
that.
posted a picture of a grave. She posted a picture of a
Yeah, she did. And she took that and she carried that to the police station, hollering about they're trying to murder me. And then she went on her, she clicked her button and she made a whole video saying that Funky Dineva, Tisha, and Miss Wanda is all involved in the murder plot and they trying to murder
in
her.
the murder
And if
plot.
something was to ever happen to her, that they need to go and check out them because of that laugh that Miss Wanda did.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, wait, wait,
Girl, listen. No love.
That's
I'm
why I
gonna
had to
text
say
you
that.
Terrence's video reacting to it. I'm gonna text it to you, girl. Keep right
wait.
now.
Wait, because I mean, I done heard like all the older people in my family always like that was a lesson that we were taught growing up. Be careful because when you dig a ditch for somebody else, you digging one for
One for
yourself.
yourself.
Or like also like that goes along with when you point one finger, it's three pointing back at you. And she took
Mhm.
it to mean a
Yeah.
literal grave. Now listen, I
Well,
don't know
one
about
no.
Wanda.
Well, in her defense, Wanda did post a picture of an open grave.
Ain't no
In her
that ain't
defense,
no
she did
defense.
post a
That
picture
That
of
is
an
not
open
no
grave.
defense.
listen. But that's classic Wanda. But I'm gonna say this: out of that crew, Wanda, Tisha, and Funky, I think Funky Dineva is very much smart enough. If he was trying to unalive you, not to put that on the internet, I would think. I don't know about them other two, because Wanda lets him out overload fast.
Look,
She do. I'm just
look, when she
I'm
went
just
off on
being
Ariana,
honest. She
she did.
does. Like y'all know if y'all ever see Marceau violently ill and upchucking on TV, just know, just know Wanda did it. And I'm saying that
It was
because
probably one of
that
them
woman
funky ass
said if she
potatoes.
find out that he cheating on Tisha, she ain't gonna say nothing. She gonna start putting rat poison in his food. That's what she said. I don't remember if that was on T interview or if that was on Sky the interview. I think that was Sky. This is when he had on the yellow suit.
Yeah, when he broke that 1,000 in the damn chat, I was
Yeah,
hollering.
I think that's when she said that. But she said that. But she from 80 plus and comes from a different era. Okay, so my grandmother just made 95
Okay.
in January. My grandfather just made
Y'all,
95 in February. And that's who taught me about the digging the ditch.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I don't
y'all
know.
can talk about
But
me like
I
a
do
dog.
feel like with
I
her
want to be
saying
in the
that
courtroom that day for that trial.
she's 80 plus and comes from a different era. Me looking at that, I can say she's from that era that and I said with confidence, even though I don't know this lady,
She
I ain't
from the
never seen
era
none
where
of
the
her videos.
Titanic sank.
I
Hell,
said
that's what
with
she from.
that she is from the era that when you get older, you've earned the right. Not saying that it is correct. Not saying that I feel this way, but they feel like I've earned the right to say what I want to say. You better not tell me nothing, because they're from that generation where they grew up where the old folks just said what they wanted to say and you ain't say nothing back. You know, it was considered disrespectful, and you ain't
Mhm.
supposed to say nothing back, and you ain't supposed to call them a liar when
Mm-hmm.
indeed they be a damn liar. You ain't
Mm.
you just not supposed to do that. Not saying that I agree
That's
with
what I
that.
was told, but I
I'm
did
saying
it
that
anyway.
seems like with her age, that's the group that she falls within that train of thought. But I'm of the train of thought, you better be out here saying what the hell right, because these days they don't give a damn if you 200, 300, 800, 80, 90. You better you know what I'm saying? You better act
Thank you
accordingly
for your
these
cash
days.
app, Eddie.
But that hope, that's not what she's saying. She's not saying she has a different mindset. She's saying that she came from the same era where that saying was came from. I'm sorry, no, I didn't mean to cut you off, but that hope we understand she thinks different. She thinking the same way that Miss Wanda thought. That is an old common black folk
Oh,
southern saying, because my grandma
oh,
from
oh.
Mississippi and that lady used to say that to me all the time.
Wait, somebody
Yes,
said she's not that old. She's only like 63. She just look old. Jesus help me.
but
Who said that?
I just want to say this though. Like, don't get me wrong. I want to be very clear before I say this. Wanda Wanda did not threaten to kill that lady. I want to be very clear about that. I'm not saying that she did. Wanda did not threaten to kill that lady.
Unalive,
However,
unalive. We is on live.
yes, okay, yes, correction on the live. But Wanda did post a lot of stuff. She was saying, "I'm gonna do this. If I see you, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that." The did you dig for me? Y'all know Wanda can't talk. The did you
Can't.
dig for me? You better dig for yourself. And then she did post a picture of an open grave. Now, does that mean that she's planning to unalive her? No, but the whole like it didn't just come out of nowhere. Is my point. It didn't just come out of nowhere. Like in my opinion, it really was like, well, I'm gonna do this, so I'm gonna take it up a notch, and I'm gonna say you did this instead. Like they we got two older people that need to find something to do with themselves.
Yeah, because then Wanda just recently talk about how she got somebody's address and got people watching someone that got her in trouble recently.
Y'all, Wanda has a propensity for
What?
lying. Like I'm saying, as somebody who was on the receiving end of one of them lies, Wanda was so called getting unalive phone calls to her phone, and she said the people who was going up on her live talking to her was mad that they couldn't get a wrench on her channel, so they were the ones calling her, threatening to unalive her. I was one of said people that used to go up on that channel when she first started that YouTube channel. So I'm saying that Wanda has a propensity for lying,
Of
and
course,
they
Eddie.
both need to find something to do with themselves.
Um,
I want to say something real quick though, because I
I'm
missed
she
gonna
this
stop
does
part.
it
talking
because
about these
I
people because
just remember
apparently it
hearing
come along with
recently.
lawsuits, girl, and I ain't got it.
I
Listen,
just want to
I
know.
What?
in terms
This
of
is
the
wild.
lawsuit, y'all, the lawsuit thing is it's just so. I'm not gonna die. I'm not even gonna dig too deep into it. I'm gonna just say this: a lot of people who just don't have a clear understanding of what be happening, they just know the outcome. A lot of people think because Cardi was able to successfully sue Tasha K that you can sue anybody for defamation. Defamation is actually very incredibly difficult to prove because it's
Mm-hmm.
not just a matter of somebody lying on you. You have to prove that them defaming your character resulted in some type of a loss. And not everybody can prove that. Like Cardi had expert witnesses, psychiatrists testifying to her mental health. She had producers saying, like, hey, we were interested in working with her, but we wanted her to do a love scene or we wanted her to do a kissing scene. And because this person said that she had herpes, that's why we could not cast her. Like she had a lot of proof to say, hey, she stopped my bag when she made these YouTube videos. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not saying, I'm not saying that they did not lie on Marceau. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I don't know if Marceau can actually prove that he lost financial, anything financial as a result of said lies. Because there have been other things that have taken place that if let's say it was a business deal in works and they decided not to work with him. Can he prove that the video from this lady who doesn't even have that big of a following is the reason why these people decided not to work with him as opposed to the many other reasons? It's
Girl,
not
you
just
can't,
one
girl,
thing.
don't talk
So
about that
Well,
lady
Did
following.
y'all call your
in
number?
fairness, it
Okay.
can because all he has to do because people can come because even though you say that And that is true. But somebody can come and be like, well, I did want to work with him and I did want to do this with him. But because all of the drama from
That's it.
these people and that person in that sector and calling this and calling that, they chose to go with somebody else. So, I mean,
Mhm.
it could.
He would have to prove that. He would have to prove that. And that's the thing, though. It's not just the fact that she made the video and said these things. You have to. We know that a certain female rapper is saying that she's going to sue another CC, but the
Oh, you breaking out. Why
You
would she
breaking up
help
there.
her?
You is right.
more.
But why would you breaking up, Face? Where's Melody to help her in her case? Why would she help her if she said something? Did Melody tell her to say this stuff?
Mm-mm.
If Melody get her in the trouble, then Melody should get her out of the trouble. But now if she's overzealous on her own and just saying things, then that's on her.
My point.
I feel that way about anybody though. Like if you
Right.
get somebody in the trouble, you should get them out of trouble. But if I didn't tell you to say that, like, and not to defend Melody, but I've literally seen her on a live tell people stop doing stuff, and her fans were in her chat telling her, "You don't know what you need. We got you."
Exactly.
Yep.
Thank
What?
you.
She
They
I
was
have
telling
seen
her
that
that?
yes,
myself.
Yes.
She
she was
told people to
literally
calm
in her
down on
chat.
Stormy. She told people to calm down
She
when they were
told people
calling
stop
that
going up for
man.
her, like chill.
She told
Even
them to
when they
do
were
whatever, and
going
they
up for
said Melody
that
don't know
man
what's
who
good for
wasn't her
her.
man, who was skip scanning and all of that. She was like, "I need y'all to relax. She literally has went live more than once telling people to chill, and they tell her, "You don't know what you need. We know what's best for you. We got." I've literally seen it with my own
Yep,
eyes, and I
I
was
saw
like,
that myself.
"Whoa."
The only
Yep.
time
This is
Melody
too
has
far.
ever
Like this too far. Like when the person is telling you, I don't need y'all to do this, and y'all tell them, no, we know what's best for you.
yeah.
You have become
When
too attached.
when the revenge P came out and people were calling the courts, like they were calling the courts and the judge and stuff, and she went in somebody's live and said, y'all, because they were talking about we need to organize, and she was like, it's being handled. Y'all need to, just because I'm not talking, because they like, she need to come out and say something. She's like, things are being handled behind the scenes. Just because I'm not talking about it doesn't mean things are not happening. Y'all need to chill out. Let things
Right.
happen the way they need to happen. They're like, oh, well, she don't know what she needs and she don't know what's good for her. And we need to do this. And it's like, this woman is telling y'all all to calm down, to stop.
Because the thing about it is, truly and truly, right? He's saying that Mel is bullying him and Mel's fans are bullying him. And he's taking that to court. So listen, I get it. Y'all support her. But sometimes less is more, because you could actually be hurting her case and proving
Right.
his point by
Yep.
calling up there trying to harass the judge, trying to
Mm-hmm.
Right.
harass whoever is prosecuting. Like sometimes you do
You
too
do
much
more
and you
damage than what
actually
than
hurt the
good.
person that you are trying to help. Because I don't find it weird. Like the mellometers have been around for how long now? And now all of a sudden we're going to get a season about how we hate the mellometers, all while he's complaining about the mellometers in court. Like, and listen, some people go too far
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
to me, right? Like
Right.
I can get loving your person, I can get liking your person. What I don't get is when the lies and stuff be happening. Like, oh, we all gonna jump on the bandwagon and say Stormy Products was late and Stormy Products is this, that, and the third. Now, I personally know somebody who ordered when Stormy had that Thanksgiving sale and didn't get it till months later. Well, you had a right to
Me,
complain about
me,
that.
tell them who it was. Me.
It was you. It was you. You showed me the receipt on it. You showed me when you got the products, but you did say you got it late. But you said it was late. But I liked her products.
Who?
I wanted to buy it
Melody?
because
I
it
ain't
was a
buying no
black.
more from her though.
Yeah, you
Oh,
said you wasn't gonna buy no more because it was late and this, that, and the third. But
I ain't get my stuff till Easter.
I don't agree when stuff like that start happening. Like if you have an honest experience, give your honest experience. I'm not with
Mm-hmm.
trying to sabotage somebody' business, somebody
Right.
event, or whatever because I like this person and you don't. What I am is
Right.
for a right is right, wrong is wrong. Or
Yep.
even if you did wrong, I could say, you know what, I have grown past that point. So, but I've been there, so I can understand where you at. I'm not gonna knock you. I'm not gonna judge you.
Right.
T.
Right. And I said
But
that
that's just
about
me.
Stormy. I was like, I don't agree with what they're doing with her business and how they're calling up stuff. If you have a legitimate gripe with her, go through the proper channels. If you didn't get your products, whatever, but to just be doing that just because you don't like her on a show is ridiculous to me. And I'm someone who purchased something from her recently, and I like it. I don't have any personal issues with anybody, or I might not like them on the show, but I'm not gonna call their business and try to take down their livelihood. That's crazy to me.
T,
I
I
mean,
like
listen,
Gwendolyn comment. She ignorant. I'm not playing with her today.
I
Who
feel
coming?
Gwendolyn Crosby, her last comment. I'm not playing with her. I'm not
okay.
playing with her. She
Well, that
ignorant. I would too though. I can't even get mad at that.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's definitely a group of people um who need to take a step back
yeah,
from this show, because you're whether you, and it's not just like I genuinely said last night, the fans on both sides, in my opinion, are
Thank
crazy.
you.
This
It's both
entire
sides.
fan base
Um,
is toxic. The entire
it's
show
because
fan base,
it's
all of them.
literally, I
The
relate to
entire
Tisha,
show.
so
Yep.
I stick with her. I relate to male people is more boisterous and they have a name. Um, Tisha, T, help your wife. Let her use T subs or something. I don't
yeah,
know.
she ain't
Help
finna
her
use
come up with.
nothing. I worked hard for my name. She better find her own.
I don't know, but I'm
Right.
saying I don't know. I don't even know what to call her people. I think Melody is the only person with a group of people that, you know what I'm saying, like,
Hmm.
have a name. But there are a group of women who love Tisha and stick up for Tisha. There's a group
It
of people
is.
that, I mean, they don't have a name that stick up for Kimmy.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like all fan bases on both sides of this show need to take a step back, because they be doing too much. Like when it gets to the
Right.
point where you are threatening other people based on their opinion on this show, you
Right.
you delulu. You need to take a step
Right.
back. And then there's a
Deborah.
set of people who
A-
don't like nobody on this show, but they go crazy and they hate watch. But
right.
Deborah.
I
And because
personally
I
think
mean,
the
because
whole
on the
show
Go
is
other
somewhere and
side
sit
toxic.
down,
of the
Deborah.
spectrum, people talk about the millimeters, but on the other side of the spectrum, I've been seeing lately in other groups, they drag other people. Like Miss Van got dragged into something which she not even on the show. Y'all talking about that lady youngest kid, and talking about there's court documents proving that that's not Martell's kid. Which, if that's true, that man would have been screamed it from the
All
rooftops.
right.
So it's like all sides are putting out things that are just ugly and toxic, and it's going too far.
I just
Girl,
want to say this, Deborah. I got four corners. Pick one. I
But
got four corners, Deborah. Pick one.
Well,
I
I
want
want
to
to
say
ask
this
you
though.
guys that. Do
I
y'all
want
think
to.
there are content creators that's going too hard on Melody? Because I have been accused of that.
yes. Yes, I think sometime you do. And you know, you and I, without going into too much detail, we had our own conversation. And I specifically told you about calling that lady a mellow mutt. Did I not? I say that ain't right.
No, no, no. He didn't call her a mellow mutt. He called her raggedy fans mellow mutts.
Well, whatever. I just said, like, to put that on that lady. Whatever. So sometime I do think you go a little bit too hard on her, and you be just wanting to say stuff about her, because sometimes it don't even be about her. But
I'm
I
just,
also
Right,
think
it's about the fans. It's
but
about
I
the
also
fans, and you
think
mad at
you
her.
get I
Right.
also think you get a genuine kick about trolling these people
Yes,
talking about that woman. I
that's
think
true.
it
Yep.
That's
tickles
true.
you down in your spirit, and it's more about aggravating the people who going up for her than it is about me. I really, truly,
that is
honestly
true.
believe.
You
Yep.
caught me. That is.
You know what I'm saying? I really, truly,
That's true.
honestly believe that. But I'm just the type. If we have some type of friendship, I'm not about to get on your page to do that. You know how we do. We'll get on the
Right.
phone and I'll be like, da 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 da. We done
Right.
had conversations about this show. But I do. I really don't want to speak on no other content creators. I'ma just say, I there are some people that I have genuinely watched one or two of their videos. I like them and I like their personality. I wish they would just I
I'm
would be more
surprised
of a
Lil Mackie ain't in
consistent
the chat.
watcher. I would be more of a consistent watcher if they cover something else outside of this show. I just, for me, I mean, because what happens, I also look at it from the content creator standpoint. What happens when the show is no longer on and people are no longer interested? Then you have to
Mhm.
you have to find something else to gear your audience
Mm-hmm.
Right.
towards, right? So I think it's crazy to not explore other options, because
Mhm.
when everything for this show wears down, like there's each show only have a hype for so long, where you have the
Mm-hmm.
hype of the fan base, and then
Mm-hmm.
after that it dwindles off. And so I think you should do other things outside of just this. um and that's all I'm gonna say about that, because
I
I
I
don't
got two
really want
cents.
to talk on nobody else's channel,
Hey,
especially
Gemini.
if I
I
don't watch
got
it. I see little things here and there, but I just think don't limit your income to one particular thing.
I
But
agree.
I mean, like some of them go hard. Like I've literally seen it on my homepage. It's like 3-4 videos a day. I'm like, how do y'all find out? How y'all find all of this stuff out about these people? But I've just never been interested in any person like that. That's not in my personal circle that I need to have all of this information on. It goes a little beyond far for me.
I
Yeah,
got two cents to add about this, and honestly, I'm gonna have to play devil's advocate. As somebody who has existed in like these fandoms, spaces that exist on the internet, I'll be honest, I've never seen something like this for a reality show. I'm used to seeing this for like scripted shows. I came up in the era when the girls was windmill about Glee and Vampire Diaries and True Blood and
right.
so on and so forth.
Girl,
I've seen
I've been in the Star Wars fandom. That's the worst fandom out
that.
here.
No, listen, we can debate which one is the worst, but I've only ever seen this for scripted movies and for scripted shows. I've never seen this for a reality show. I
Child, it was
personally don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be, considering that I've seen worse. But I do think the reason why it comes across as being as bad as and as toxic as it is because this cast is too accessible. And there are a
Yeah.
lot of content creators that review the shows that are also accessible. Most of the time,
Yes.
for these scripted shows, you don't see a lot of people getting on YouTube
Mm-hmm.
talking about what happened on Abbott Elementary. We don't see people reviewing scripted shows like that. And also, if you DM Quinta Brunson, more than likely the DM ain't even gonna go through. But when you
Right.
DM somebody on this show, they respond, they invite you out to their restaurant, they get on your channel, they be in your comments, they do interviews with you. So it fuels people who are fanatics, because fanatics exist everywhere, y'all. It
Right.
fuels people who are fanatics because now they feel like this person is really their friend. This
Mm-hmm.
person likes me. This person cares about what I think and they like my opinion. When in actuality, well, it's just a quid pro quo. They just, you're helping promote the show and they're encouraging you to promote the show.
Right.
And
right.
And we
unfortunately,
just
it
missed.
fuels their behaviors and it just makes
Yeah.
things look and appear to be worse than it actually is. But in reality, it really isn't as bad. I really have seen worse on the internet. We talking about, oh, well, they come in my inbox and say they should do this and that to me. There are shows where people actually show up to your house.
Right. And I was going to say to just bring her up, since I saw it in the chat. Mel has told people to calm down. Mel has asked people to watch the show. They still
I've
talking
seen her
about
do that
broken
too.
out. They still
Yes,
talking
I've
about
seen her do
whatever.
that too.
Somebody actually recently said, "I'm a grown woman. Mel can't tell me what to do."
I seen that comment
So
too.
Melody can't control her fans.
My point, and that's what I'm trying to get to Gwendolyn because she thinks that she can. She can't. She can't control nobody up in this world. The only time she controlled them damn fans was when she told them to unfollow Anthony Lofties, and that man lost only 600 followers.
Truth be told, but honestly though, it really is like, even with that, it wasn't just because she said that. A lot of people had been saying for weeks before that live happened that they didn't really care for him. They didn't like how he was moving, and there were a lot of things that took place on YouTube for months before that happened. I ain't gonna go into details because I don't want to, disparage nobody, anything like
Mhm,
that. But
mhm.
people had been talking about him. If anything, it just kind of gave confirmation to some of the rumblings happening in the background.
So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and share with your people.
That
Yeah.
part.
That
Because
part.
I'm not, like I said,
That
I don't
part. Thank
really
you for
want
your
to,
PayPal too, love. I got it. Thank you, boo. Mwah, mwah,
you
mwah,
know,
mwah.
I don't want to do
I honestly though
I
think
don't
that
want to
a
do
lot
that.
of the
I just
stuff.
want to say, can I just have one request this season?
Yeah.
I just have one request from the fans. Fan stands, whatever. I need the arguments. I really need the arguments to make sense. Um and the accusations that you throw in, like, I get some of y'all don't like the commentary, our commentary, but moving forward, I would just like for the argument to make sense. When you get to talking about people and you're saying they are not supporters of black women, as if them not liking Mel and liking Tisha, like Tisha is a black woman. So I don't get how we're making that argument because a white woman is not being chosen over a black woman. Um, so I don't get how when you go up for one black woman against a because you prefer that one over the other one, that now you don't support and like black women. I support and like black women, just not the one that you happen to.
Right.
Because there's no women of no other race on this show. So that argument, it just doesn't make sense. Now, if it's a show with a mixed cast and people are going up for the white woman over the black woman, then that makes sense. But when it's a cast of beautiful black women, like, because none of these women are ugly,
They
I
aren't.
can,
They
I
are
can,
not.
None
I
of
can
them.
like them all. I can like them none. Me, I'm for what I think is right and what I think is wrong. Period.
There's a lot of
Regardless,
reasons to dislike Tisha, and her
Yeah,
skin
regardless
tone
of
and her
it's
looks is
not
not
one
one
of
of
them.
them.
No,
her,
it's not.
yeah, her look.
And
It's
Tisha,
not.
I
But there,
dislike
look
I
that
here.
think
because somebody
Tisha.
came at
Listen,
me and was like, "You're colorist because
I'm.
you don't like Tisha," and I'm like, "I don't like Tisha for many other reasons, but it's not because of her skin tone or or
She's
how
actually
she
very
look. I think she's
beautiful.
a beautiful woman,
Very.
right?
I think. Listen, I think Tisha is beautiful. If I was into chicks based on looks alone, Tisha would be the one I get because she thick. Y'all know I always talk about the big
Yeah,
boy push. I
Tisha is
don't want nothing
beautiful.
skinny. I think Tisha is very beautiful. What aggravates me with Tisha is when people can clearly see stuff, and these people,
Right.
like, nobody is going genuinely. Again, I can't speak for other people. I can only speak for
Yeah, I
myself.
can.
Me, I genuinely go in on her husband because I do not like the way that he treats her. But this
That
season,
part.
guess what? I'm not doing that because, girl, you mad at us for wanting better for you. So, I mean, if
Exactly.
you happy with your lackadaisical husband, if you happy with, him giving you less than, if you happy with his shoulder
Right.
shouldering out on a boat and while his back is in somebody else's bed, girl, heavy. If you happy with saying you ain't never had no proof that your husband was cheating on you, while you also said reunion before last that Martell sent you the receipt for the Mercedes Benz that he bought other said woman, you know what I'm saying? But you saying that is not even proof. Go back and watch the reunion because he said it and she said, "Oh, the receipt." So while you saying you ain't had no receipts, clearly you admitted that a real receipt was sent to you. But if that's not
I
proof, girl,
mean,
have it. If you
the
said
booty
that
in his
he
text
was liking
message.
boot, he was hearting the booty picture before iPhone ever had that issue. I did not know that much.
I'm
So
not
if
playing
you,
with
I
her.
apologize to you, Tisha, because I didn't know y'all had that much money for real and connections where he can have a prototype of an iPhone for the rest of us get it to be able to like the picture. Girl, I apologize. I
Right.
apologize for being upset that this man plays in your face every time and tries to make it seem like you stupid. But according to what we saw on the footage, none of the businesses was doing good, and you was the one who was going out there getting the contracts, much like Mel was, and propping Martella to be look good. You were doing the same thing for your husband, girl. So
Yep.
I
No,
apologize.
no, she wasn't. No, she wasn't. No,
I
she wasn't.
apologize. I even apologize for going ahead and say that you is absolutely out of your mind for saying Mel is trying to ruin your marriage, because from I was going by your definition of what ruin a marriage was, and so you saying bringing a private investigator around there was trying to ruin your marriage. I personally felt like, well, if that's the definition and people can actually from the outside ruin a marriage, I felt like maybe the get back wasn't on you, it was on your husband for
It
participating in
was.
ruining her
Thank
marriage.
you.
But girl,
Hmm.
I mean, I'm gonna apologize for one better for you, Mo. I'm gonna
Hold
apologize
on,
for one better for
and there's
you.
some
I'm gonna
backup to what you
apologize for
said.
wanting your mama to respect you and stop acting like you dumb.
Right.
I'm
Yep.
gonna apologize, girl. You
And that's
got
back up to what you said, because Mel even said to Tisha during the reunion, if y'all remember, she walked up to her and she said, "This is not about you. This is about your husband." And
Yep.
Tisha, which rightfully I understand, you a unit when you married. I used to be a wife. My husband's gone to glory. You be a unit in public. You are a unit even if you don't agree. But she told her, "This not about you. This about your husband." And that's why Tisha smartly moved to the side last season when Marcel and Melody had an issue, because it wasn't about her. It was about something he said out his mouth.
Hmm.
right. I'm just listen. I think Tisha's beautiful. I just
I
I
don't
want
think
her
Sunny
to be
beautiful,
more
but we're gonna crack
assertive.
on her in a minute.
I just want her to be more assertive than
Right.
what she is. She don't have to
Well,
do it because you be seeing the hurt. You be seeing the hurt in
Thank
her face, like when
you.
she was sitting in that car, or like on Mother's Day when he plays into, "Oh, I ain't never did a linebacker, but you never said that you cheated." Like, why play with her like that on Mother's
right,
Day?
I
This
get it.
woman have laid,
On
like,
last
literally put
season.
her life on the line, because when women have children, like they say,
Hmm.
you have one foot on the grave and one foot on this earth. If
Mhm.
anything, you shouldn't be disrespecting her, period. But let alone on a day that's supposed to be for her, and on a day
Right.
that she admitted that y'all went and did so she could spend time with you, y'all went and did what you wanted to do,
You
which was
wanted
go
to
see
do.
race cars.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I really want her to be treated. I genuinely want her to be treated better, not
Right.
just by her husband, by her mama, by everybody around her. She's not a dumb girl. Do she have a a little
Speech
slight speech,
impediment.
speech impediment? Yeah, but with
Yes.
speech therapy, she can get that happening. But
No love. No love.
she can't get it fixed.
No
I'm
love.
a firm believer in speech therapy. I'm not gonna do that.
No love.
I'm a
Throw
firm
Well,
believer in
ponies.
speech
Pick
therapy,
one.
and she can get speech therapy and improve her speech. You have degrees, but like we've heard how she gave up what she wanted to do to be this person that Marceau
He
wanted her
wanted her
to
to be.
be, and I really
Hmm.
want her to just be who she want to be. And if he can't support her like she supported him, then he's not the person for her.
Get to stepping.
well,
Right.
let
He
me
is
ask y'all
always
this.
saying something to tear down her confidence and everything. And you see it. You see it. Like last season, I was actually she not my favorite, but I was actually proud of her when she snapped on him when he went off script talking about something. Well, you cheat, and if you pregnant, then I'm leaving and all this. And she's like, who you messing with? And I'm like, thank you. Thank you. Just fight back. Just
Let me
fight
ask
back. He
y'all
can't
this.
keep playing
Wait,
in
wait.
your
Let her.
face
Let,
and
let
making
she
you
ask the
look
question.
stupid on TV like this.
Let me ask y'all this. Since we talk about that, I want to ask y'all this because this is something that I've been seeing floating around and it's been getting on my nerves.
Oh
So I
Lord.
want y'all opinion. Do y'all feel as though what Sonny and Moses is doing to Destiny is Destiny's karma because of
No.
Mm-mm.
what Leisure Suit did to Mel? Because that's all I've ever been seeing. When they
No.
talk
No.
about what happened with Destiny, well, when it was Mel, when Mel went through that, when Mel, and I'm like, she's not responsible for her husband
No.
cheating on her. I
She
said, where
not.
do
Okay, so
y'all get that from?
listen. I need you in
And
in
you know,
order for it to
Destiny's
be
my Taurus
Destiny's
sister, and I
karma,
love her.
in order for it to be Destiny's karma, in my opinion, Mel and Destiny would have had to be friends. I don't consider me personally, my opinion. I don't consider what um Mel and Destiny had to be a friendship.
I agree.
I consider it to be associates. And the reason why I feel that is because, listen, at the end of the day, right? If we're gonna bring it all the way back to the beginning, all of these people, Destiny, Marceau, his wife Tisha, what's the other man named Maurice? I'm sorry, I don't never think of Butterball like that.
You
Um,
gonna stop it with my man?
And
Now
Kim,
you
you
can
know,
talk
I know
about
Girl,
you
fixing
know
it all
you
you
do have
want
a
to, but you're not
natural
gonna talk about my man.
unhealthy addiction to
girl,
music.
do
It's
better. Do
okay.
better, Catherine,
But
please.
but
T
are we
gotta do better
are we
first.
forgetting that even the Fletchers, all of these people were Martell's people. They
Mm-hmm.
weren't her people. And so
Mm-hmm.
I always keep in mind that yes, you can develop friendships with these people, but ultimately when the relationships break, if they choose to defend and still talk to that other person, they were originally theirs anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like people tell you, you know, you don't trust them people. At the end of the day, that's still his people. You know what I'm saying?
But
So I
That's
wait,
kind of
true.
wait.
look
Can
at
I
that
just say
like
this
this.
though?
I don't think that this is her karma for anything that happened because at the end of the day, it's two completely different situations. Like
It is.
she was in the room talking to Tisha, whatever the hell they was talking about, because at the end of this day, the conversation, it was what was said, you know what was said, what was said, you know what was said, and we still don't know what the hell was said.
Right at
So
all.
I can't say Destiny was wrong or not wrong, but at the end of the day, like, Destiny was always Martell's friend first. So
True.
yes, while you would have liked to see the girl power and her and Mel stay friends, ultimately, if everybody hates Mel, like, they could have just been putting up with her because she was Martell's wife, and that's who they were loyal to from the beginning. And it
No,
shows
but
that
here's my
that's who they
thing
were
though.
loyal
Here's
to
my
from the
thing.
beginning, because they were all friends first. Melody came along with Martell. So I
That's
mean, nah, I
understandable,
don't
but
know. I don't feel like this is her karma.
no, but here's
I
my thing though. I want to say this because I want to kind of counter what you said, because at the end of the day, I've even me and Phil both agree to this. When it came down to it, uh Destiny was going up for Melody against Martell. So I think they did have a little bit of a bond or whatever, but at the end of the day, were they genuinely friends?
That's why I
Kinda,
said I think
kinda
they were
not.
associates. I think a lot of people slap friend on somebody too quick, and y'all be associates. Y'all don't necessarily be friends.
Yeah.
You be
I
associates.
will
Stop
I'll
handing out
say
titles and
I
receiving
don't
titles
believe what
quickly.
happened with Sunny and Destiny is right. If it happened the way that they're saying that it happened,
It did.
Sunny wrong as heck. Sunny wrong as heck. It is wrong. The only thing that I will say that I um agree with is if when they were it looks like during the previews they mentioned something to Mel, and Mel said she don't feel no way about it, she don't care what's going on. Her and Destiny aren't friends anymore, so she's not going to get involved in it. She's not going to feel a way about anything, because that's not her friend anymore.
I
So
feel
you
like
talking to Mel about that doesn't make sense, other than y'all on a show. But do I think that Destiny deserves what happened? No.
No.
I feel like
But
this.
let me
If you felt like Peach Project Pigeon Portia was wrong, you should feel like Sunny wrong.
Yeah, right.
first,
Right.
yeah, Peach
Right.
Project Pigeon Portia
Because it was
was wrong, and
all
that's why she
it
getting
was
what the hell
all
she getting.
co-worker, fake friendships. So if you feel
Yep.
like Project Portia, who walked in that lady house with nothing
Stole
and
her
left with the
Hennessy.
Hennessy and the pool and a matching Rolls Royce like hers, but the upgraded version from the two-door to the four-door. If you feel like Project Pigeon Portia is wrong, Sunny is wrong. And that
First,
doesn't
hold
have
on, hold on.
anything to do with Destiny and her
Can,
karma
can
to
I
me.
can I say this though about that
Right.
damn goddamn two door whatchamacallit, that was rented. Let's be clear, because Simon been scamming folks. He rented that damn two door. But
Well,
go ahead.
whatever
I
it was,
digress.
it's still wrong, in my opinion.
Right. Right. I don't know. I'm not on Team Sunny. I'm not on team. Now I will say this. I think the show gonna make Destiny look stupid, confronting them and going at them. But I'm not Team Sunny or Moses.
Well,
I'm like, why the hell are they here?
based off these interviews that Sonny and Moses is doing, like the one that T posted last Sunday, they making themselves look stupid. But bump all
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying, first they sitting up here saying we known each other since high school. Then my family knows him. We kissing cousins, all that shit. I'ma stop. I'ma stop. Like Destiny said, they was kissing cousins. That show you married
Listen,
your cousin, you
cousins.
lying, deceitful, slut, monkey, whore. Okay, I'm back.
I agree though.
Well, I mean, Color Me Pink had put out that video. Well, she was saying that the people had knew all of them and was putting out the tea. So I mean, child, I don't know, but I just feel like that's wrong. I feel like if you a female and you done been in my presence, and even if I didn't talk to you about my man, but I talked to you about my personal life, I consider you to be somebody that I could talk to. I don't care if I told you I kissed that motherfucker and he wasn't my man. You better not touch him.
Touch him.
Right. I agree.
If I tell you I got my half a eye on him, if I tell you I got somebody grandma glass eye watching him for when I'm ready to pluck him up, you better
Child, if I
leave him
have an
sit there.
eyelash on him, he's mine. Don't go through him. Don't
I
go to him.
just,
Shit.
it's just me. So yeah, no, I just feel that's wrong. But this is why I say when you are starting to watch a show and your moral compass is shifting because you like or don't like a person, things that you would normally feel is wrong, that if you feeling like it's okay because you dislike a person and it's something that they truly don't deserve, you need to back up from that show because it is shifting your moral compass. And your moral compass should always be due north and centered and
I
guide you
agree.
on what's right is right and wrong is
What's
wrong,
wrong?
regardless
Wrong.
of whether you like the person or not.
Mm-hmm.
T, did you ever go to Ebony interview, or is it ever happening?
Oh Lord, I forgot all about that. I need to go and see if she did it because she ain't sent me nothing about it. I told her I will support it because
Cause
she
you was
wanted
on
me to
your
go
neck
up
when she
there and
said to get
interview
her
her
some
with her. I will not.
You was on your neck when she said so you could get the full story. She already told the full story.
Right, and I love me some Ebony to pieces, but I won't be nowhere around there, friend, because I know me. I'm gonna get annoyed by Sunny because she go sit up and play in people's face, and you won't play in mine, and
Yeah,
I
you're
don't
not
want to
gonna
do
piss in
that,
my
so
face and
I
tell
ain't
me
going to
it's
be a
raining.
part.
I'm just saying.
Well, child, we've been up here for 2 hours,
We have.
and this was so much fun. But I'm about to go ahead and let y'all go.
Yeah,
Well, let me just
Thank
that
you
was
say
for
a lot
this.
of
having me,
fun.
Go ahead,
T.
boo.
Thank you for having us up here and everything.
Thank you
T
for having me.
Of
And
course,
everybody, y'all have a good day.
you
T,
too,
I'm gonna get
baby.
Yes,
at you
y'all
in the
enjoy y'all
DMs. I'm gonna need you
Sundays.
to respond.
All right, I
Bye,
got you,
guys.
boo.
Y'all
Everybody
make
in this
sure y'all
chat,
have a good day
go
and
ahead, honey.
step to this, step to this,
And
step
I'm
to
Okay,
gonna
this.
need it.
OV ho.
OV ho,
Say
Oh
where you
OV
at,
Lord,
T?
ho.
Didn't
now
they say
step
Metro
to
Boomin
this, step to
Step
airs
this,
to
out
this.
step
Hey,
to
recently?
step
this.
to this.
So,
Hey, hey.
this been fun. I'm glad you let me come up here and clown. I can't wait till you have your panel, and I'll be watching when you have your scarf on, cause I'm gonna be manning the doors. But I just wanted to point
I
out that
know
I
we
was
didn't get the
still doing my
headspace, T.
job
I'm
while I
mad
was
at
up
you.
here running my mouth, sir.
Well,
I
I
still was
appreciate it. This
ushering and
was
handing out the program.
I gotta
Inez
go DM
Martinez,
Scotty.
I'm
I
gonna
got a
hope you
bone to
do
pick
this
with
every
you and him,
Sunday.
Terrence.
All right,
Oh
DM.
Lord, she always got a bone. Anyway, thank you, T.
Period.
This
Thank
has
you,
been
T.
this has been fun,
No
and
problem.
I'll see the rest of y'all when I see y'all, child. Y'all had a
Okay.
good time with y'all people this
Nola and
morning.
two feisty. Y'all already know I got you in my chat DMs. T, you gonna have to come in that DM in them DMs. We be having a kiki
All
up in
right,
there.
I got y'all.
But let me just say this. Everybody in the chat, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. My name is Loving Me 424. Again, Loving Me 424. I'm gonna be posting some stuff. I'm gonna come out with a podcast real soon. Y'all gonna hear about it on my Instagram page. Holla at me.
All right, boo boo.
All right, T.
Ciao. Hey, Gemini D. Of course, Gemini Diva. Like I said, I'm only allowed maybe about 6'5" because I'm the six. So, the next time, next Sunday when I have a Gemini Diva, yeah, I'm going to DM you the link because you asked. I'm going to DM you the link and I'll make sure that you get up here next week because I know you got a lot to say, child. But as well as everybody else did. But y'all, this was fun. I ain't going to lie. I was hesitant because I didn't know who was gonna click the link. Well, I had an idea, but because I said that I was making this for everybody, and I mean everybody, that includes millimeters and all that as well. I ain't really know, but I totally appreciate everybody that came up here. I thank y'all for being respectful of each other, respectful of each other's time. Everybody was able to get their point across. Shout out to Jeremy for popping up here. Y'all know that's my love, bro. Love Jeremy to pieces. I'm actually really glad that he did come up because I learned a little bit more about Jeremy that I didn't know. You know what I mean? And it took a lot of courage for him to get up here and say that that happened to him, because that's a real thing and it don't matter. It's hurt and it's embarrassing whether you're a male or a female. So I appreciate him coming up here for that. Thank you guys so much for the PayPals that I received. Thank y'all so much for the Cash Apps that I received. It was greatly appreciated. I totally love all of you guys for supporting the channel monetarily the way that y'all do. And be here again for this, like I said, next Sunday. I'm going to do this every Sunday. There was some people who asked me, could I push it back? Because they go to the church house where I need to be clear. So for the folks that is down to the church house, I might push it back to maybe like a 3, maybe 4-ish, maybe 5-ish, maybe, depending if it works out for everybody. I will do that because I understand it is Sunday and it's early in the morning. I get it. So I will do that for everybody. But you said come through ads. I'm weak. Thank you guys so much though for everything, for the Cash Apps, the Super Chats, the memberships, the PayPals, the likes. Y'all did great with the likes. Thank y'all so much for that. And yeah, I guess that's it and that's all. I really ain't got no more to give y'all. I might come live a little bit later on the main channel for what I don't know, but I ain't doing nothing. So I might just come up just to run my mouth about something. We'll see, but that ain't gonna be till later on. And I ain't promising it to you, but you know, we'll see. But period. Like on y'all way out. I love y'all guys, and I might see y'all later on this evening down to the main sanctuary. You might. But like I said, don't hold me to it, but you might. But until then, I'm gone. Mwah, 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 mwah. Bye, y'all.
Cause when you're gone